Hey, what's going on, everybody? So, tonight's game 5 between the Dallas Stars and Colorado Avalanche. And we'll see if Dallas can close things out at home after a very impressive game 4 victory and winning both games, I should say, in Denver. So, Dallas, the home team, looking for a chance to move on to the Western Conference final, where theoretically they would await the winner between the Vancouver Canucks and the Edmonton Oilers. But on the other side of things, the Avalanche certainly might have some of that juice in the tank that they just the reserve, if you will. And they haven't really looked so much like the Avalanche in this series. So we'll see if Cale, Makar, and Nathan MacKinnon can pull something out of their hat and make a series out of this and force a game 6 back in the Mile High City. So yeah, welcome everybody. Toast Tactical, Derek. We got Bond. We got Toria. We've got Jake. Hello, everybody. Happy hump day to you, right? It is Wednesday. I had to think on that for a moment. And hope everybody here has been enjoying the playoffs as things progress. And this is the only game that we have today in the NHL. So I figured, why not go live? I wasn't planning to do this, but I am planning to, of course, reward Cortana with goal treats every time there's a goal or a super chat. So there we go. Good to have you here, Derek, and everybody else. And of course, let me know your thoughts with a score prediction in the comments below. But I said this last game, I think the Avs have to actually, put up a few. But Oettinger right now looks, for the most part, he looks pretty unbeatable. Let's say Dallas advances 4-3. 4-3. We'll give them 4-3. And of course, we need our streaming fuel here. Hey, Brendan. Thanks for popping in. 4-2 Dallas, says Jake. A great pickup, by the way. Your team issued 2.0, right? Avs 5-3 says Derek. 5-3 Stars, Brendan says. Toast Tactical 3-1, a little bit more lower scoring. And I mean, generally speaking, games have been on the lower scoring end of things. You have a lot of games that are decided 3-2 in these playoffs. Although, I mean, one of them being what we saw last night in Edmonton for game 4. Wasn't that a crazy ending? How the Oilers, they let Vancouver back into the game. With under 2 minutes left, it's tied 2-2. And then Evan Bouchard with like 40 seconds left, right? Scores the winner. Dennis, what's going on, man? Good evening and to everyone, especially Cortana. You hear that, girl? Everybody's coming here just for you. And you know what? I'm fine with that. I have to wear it for a member stream. Yeah, man, I'd like to see that. Dean, good evening. What do you think, man? Do the Avs have something in them that we haven't seen just yet in this series, or at least since game 1? Or are Stankoven and not Dodonov, Johnston. I mean, Dodonov had a goal in the last game too, but those youngsters really were driving the ship for a lot of that last game and for a lot of the playoffs. A fair amount, I'd say. Samantha, hello, and hello, Nick. How you doing, man? 4-3, 8 overtimes. Okay, well, I can all but guarantee that if this went to that many overtimes, I don't know if I would necessarily be able to do that. But I have a lingering suspicion that this game will be decided in a lot less time. Excuse me, carbonation. So yeah, I'm looking forward to, of course, hosting you here on our live stream tonight. And for those of you who can't watch the game, I can do my best to clue you in as to what's happening more or less as well. 2 apiece, and that series heads back to Vancouver for game 5. The Boston Bruins yesterday, a bit of an impressive showcase against the Panthers, I'd say. They trail their series now 3-2 going back to Boston for game 6, and the Carolina Hurricanes have so far been able to come back from down 3-0 in their series against the Rangers, and they'll host them tomorrow as well. What's up, Ethan? How you doing, man? And I know that Rope Hintz isn't playing tonight. No Rope Hintz for Dallas. But, I mean, God, the forward depth on that team has just been magnificent, to say the least. What do I think about the Utah team being called the Swarm and the new arena being called the Hive? as a nickname like the Shark Tank. Yeah, I mean, that sounds great to me. I I can't complain about that so much. Utah Swarm. It's kind of swarm, like I don't know. Utah Swarm. I'm just trying to think about like how easy it would be to be making content and pronounce recite the team's name. But all in all, though, I'm comfortable with that idea for the Beehive State too. Right? That sounds good to me. And we've had. I'm just trying to think about teams with that kind of name. Like we've had the Cincinnati Stingers. That's about the only one that comes to mind for me. Sarnia Sting, I suppose, where Steven Stamkos played, I believe. Roger, you don't want to talk about last night. Yeah, man. I was like, oh, whoa, this one's going to overtime. Oh my God, Vancouver, they'll probably basically be able to close things out for the next game, and then Bouchard happened. Sting would be cool. I wouldn't mind that so much. Swarm is Sting, Utah Sting. That's easier to say, but doesn't matter that much more. But you could have the wrestler do the opening puck drop. Yeah, you probably could at some point at least. NFL schedules have dropped. All right, I'll have to take a look at that and basically start planning out how I'm going to manage my emotions in the fall, especially before hockey starts. Yeah, this could, who knows? This could be Zach Parise's last game if the Avalanche can't get through it. Another guy who is late in his career with the Avs, he does have a Stanley Cup, but that would be Andrew Cogliano. Great lengthy career for Cogs. I really and former Dallas Star for the matter. 1,294 career regular season games, and right now he's nearing 37 years old. So maybe he has a little bit left in the tank. Afton, how you doing, man? Stars or Panthers in the Stanley Cup Finals? That's tough, man. That's a great question. If that's our matchup, and it looks like that could be very possible. I mean, if you asked me in March, I was like Panthers all the way. But given how Dallas has looked in terms of just getting scoring from any line, I think that makes them especially deadly. I think that they could do it against Florida. I'd be probably leaning toward them more so right now. But the Panthers are equally as capable, I think. Eating beans and drinking soda. What kind of beans? Black beans, refried beans, baked beans. Friday, your hometown team, the Fargo Force in the USHL, is one win away from the Clark Cup, as they are up to nothing in the finals. It's a best of 5. Oh, interesting. Well, hey, good luck to them. I don't know who they're playing, but good luck to them. I hope that they don't disappoint. All right. So puck drop's probably going to be in about 10 minutes. Just FYI, folks. Just Pintos. Interesting. Yeah, that's what I do when I'm too lazy to get out anywhere. I'm a breakfast for dinner person. Like I'll do that sometimes. Bush's baked beans, exactly, man. I mean, it's so funny because they have all the different varieties, and I think they almost always just taste exactly the same. But I'm not going to complain about that. Like literally, sometimes I'll just cook eggs and I'll put those beans in there, and it does it for me. All right. Anybody else dropping in who has a score prediction for tonight? We had a couple 5-3, 4-2. What's our poll saying, by the way, right now? Oh boy, Stars have just about 3/4 of the votes so far. But yeah, I have a feeling that Dallas is going to do it. But I tell you, man, like every time I make a prediction, a single game, a series, it's like the exact opposite happens. So I'm saying the Stars win tonight, but the Avs will probably win, knowing me. 4-3 Stars. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I think they'll actually get a couple goals in the net, but I don't know if Georgiev is going to be able to play kind of like Oettinger has for much of the playoffs. Prime cherry freeze. What is that? I don't even know what that is. But cherry flavored beverages, for the most part, are pretty good, except for cherry cough syrup. They're playing. Not that I ever recreationally drank that. I just want to make that clear. The Dubuque Fighting Saints. All right. Fighting Saints reminds me of the St. Paul Saints from back in the days of the WHA. Based off my logic, can I cheer for the Oilers? Um, well, possibly, I suppose. But I mean, I'm not. It doesn't matter to me too much who wins that. 6-2 abs, interesting. So it'd be pretty dominant. What's going on, man? An Adidas Stars jersey. Yeah, it's actually it's a Dallas Stars legend. Everybody, an absolute legend in Dallas Stars lore. If anybody remembers, trade deadline acquisition Mats Zuccarello back in 2020. I just loved how he was playing over there, and I thought that he was going here. I think I have this on top of the cord. I thought that Zook was going to actually re-sign there, but then he signed with the Minnesota Wild in free agency. But there you go. Um, that's my Dallas Stars jersey. Yeah, a Zook, huh? Stars 5-4. Watching 2016 Sharks playoff run, and I need to know who was the most important player on that team and who was the most underrated player on the team. Well, I'd say probably the most important was the captain, Joe Pavelski. Although Martin Jones played fantastic as well, and the most underrated player on that team. Um, you could even say Joe Thornton at that point because he took kind of a reduced role. 36 years old, had 3 goals and 18 assists. That's pretty damn good. But I think that I have to go back to remember who the defensemen were, besides obviously Burns and Vlasic, and I think DeMello and Brendan Dillon were on the team too. When he was dealt and Hank took it hard. Oh, Zuccarello, yeah. What's up, Theo? Sorry about the result last night, but we'll just leave it at that. Picking the Avalanche because it makes no sense. Why not? Like Florida, Dallas won games 3 and 4 in Colorado. A Colorado win guarantees all current series go 6 games. Okay, you know what? That's fair. I think that your reasoning probably makes as much sense as mine does. Close them out, Wyatt. Make Windsor proud. Yeah, Wyatt Johnston has been a dog, dude. Prime is. Oh, that's right after. Yeah. Imagine if the Canes tie the series. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not expecting any. I'm not expecting it. You know, it's like I'm secretly kind of anticipating the Canes finding a way, but I just don't want to get my hopes up too much. Yeah. Choo Choo Train had 9 goals. Yeah, it's unfortunate. MJ, what's going on with the 20? And Cortana's like, hey, I'm excited for Game 5. Terrible loss for the Cats last night. Yeah, I know, man. They just the Bruins just came out with so much more purpose, and they just really didn't let up all too much from there. Terrible loss from the Cats last night. Yeah, sad to hear about Slovakia's prime minister. Oh, I didn't know about that. Jaws taking off a couple days because of Fluffy. Yeah, I heard that too. I should send him a message. But let's send Cortana a hat trick of treats for the 20 right there. There's one. Here, Cortana. Let's work on our. Oh wait, you're right below me. Okay, so I gotta. There we go. I gotta put it right down below you, and I also have to give you an apple, Cortana. There we go. We got our organic apple ready. Whoop. There we go. Great catch, girl. Oh my God, that's horrific. That's horrific. All right. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Great way to start things off here. We're just getting into the anthem, and so I'll just update the banner right now that we're getting into this game right about meow. And I might be, guys, I'll probably be just a pinch behind you broadcast wise. But hey, Sling TV's been working for me recently, so that's good. Knock on wood. Yeah. That's tasty. But yes, MJ, I do appreciate your contribution to the Cortana Treat Fund / Nick Beer Fund. Anyway, all right, anthem wraps up, and we'll take a look at who's out there to start this contest. Oettinger so far in these playoffs, a 923 save percentage and a 2.02 goals against average. That's pretty Conn Smythe worthy, isn't it? But Johnston, I think, would be in that conversation too. Only one game on tonight. Yeah, I know. So I figured, all right, I'll just go live then. Why not? I didn't see anybody else streaming for tonight from my circle of creators. Uh, I don't know if I've been asked to do this already. A deep dive on the Coyotes. Oh boy, I've been asked. A lot of people have wanted that from me. I don't know, man. I just think that there's like so much that I would end up leaving out that would unfortunately kind of expose that I don't really know too much about their story, honestly. So I think I will so much, but then again, the Whalers video, like people like the Whalers video, so I might do something like that for maybe another team. But yeah, the Coyotes, I'm just kind of done with all the Coyotes coverage. I mean, not to say I don't want the Coyotes still around, but just that saga, like I kind of closed the book on it, honestly. We do have a new video tomorrow about oh yeah, Johnston. He celebrated his 21st birthday. Here's a shot, and looking for the tip there was Kiwi Ranta. But we do have a new video tomorrow on legends from every team who didn't win the Stanley Cup. So you guys can look forward to that tomorrow. All right. Trying to clear the zone was that Foxa? All right, here's Craig Smith. Trying to get around Makar, but a stick check there from Cale. And Miles Wood trying to keep it away from Smith, and the Avalanche will regroup with Makar from behind his net. Canucks and Sabres, everyone. Yeah, right. But it's like the greatest from each team who didn't win it. That way, there's a little bit more substance to it. All right, here's Makar at the dot. He shoots and a save off the arm of Oettinger. MacKinnon. Ben from center ice dumps it into the Avs corner, and he'll get on the forecheck with Johnston. Also out there with Stankoven. Turned over, and Taves back in the lineup for the Avs. That, of course, makes a good difference. And Tanev actually goes into the dressing room. He seems, he's walking just fine, but I wonder what's going on. I guess he got hit in the face or something. Did they have to win the cup with that team or just in general? Fantastic question. The video is going to be on players who, contributed sizably to a certain franchise, but never won the Stanley Cup in their career. So in other words, like I wouldn't have Ray Bork for the Bruins because he won one with the Avalanche. Patrick Marleau and Joe Thornton being on that list. Yeah, I mean, Jumbo's going to be the guy that I choose for the Sharks. Yeah. All right. In the Avs corner, it's Walker. A bobbling puck into the Stars zone and collected by Marchment. Over to Sagan, and he'll send that around the net. Here's Trennan. Yeah, Bethany, I think you're onto something. All right, Oettinger, and now Heiskanen trying to get this clear. Slapped at by Girard, but the Stars able to get the clear. Derek, you're definitely onto something. Or at least with the Ginla you are. All I got to say is that it was really hard to just like justify defensemen over forwards because it's easy to look at like goals and assists, but there were a couple times where I definitely wanted to make sure we had defensemen represented, but not a whole lot of them, honestly. All right, we get a whistle here with the first 3:07 gone by. Linden or Sedin twins? I mean, like Linden could have easily been the guy too. Sedin twins, I typically choose. I usually choose them for this kind of stuff, but I was like, let's just focus on one player, and it easily could have been Trevor Linden, but I went with somebody else, and I think again you can make the argument. All right, Makar, and now Ben trying to keep this alive in the zone, and MacKinnon comes the other way. MacKinnon, a pull up at the circle, hand it back to Makar, and now sent out to the point. Here's Taves, a shot, trying to connect with Lehkonen on a tip. Heiskanen able to chip it off the glass, and we're going to see if no, it's going to be a deflection. Oh, Luongo will make an appearance. Actually, there are two players who played for Vancouver and Florida who make appearances in this video. JR. JR is kind of like one of the close honorable mentions. Doug Wilson, another one, but you are leaving out one guy who was around before our time. You met Kessler at a bar the other day. Really? Huh. Did you just went up to him and say like, "Oh, hey, like you you played your role very very well for a number of years." Yep, yep. Yeah, you guys are pretty good at guessing this. But well, I probably shouldn't say anything else. I should just say watch the video so that I'm not spoiling everything. I mean, except for Cortana, right? Ooh, Stars maybe a 2-on-1? No, that puck is a little bit too in front, and Gerard's going to play this up ice. Although this is going to go for an icing. Probably Tuck. Actually, yeah, Tuck would have been a good pick too. I chose somebody else, but because yeah, yeah, Tuck would have been a good pick, honestly. Uh, oh yeah, John. Yeah, I can't not give it to anybody else. If we were just talking about, you know, winning the Stanley Cup in their career, right? Like that eliminates some players from the list. So, but Perreault played his whole career in Buffalo, so you can imagine. All right, moved out of the Av zone. Here's Rantanen getting it deep, trying to set things up. Sends it to the point at the circle. A shot and wide of Ott's gloves. Ottinger's gloves. Otter's glove. Excuse me. Dodonov now, and the Stars are offside here with the first 4:27 gone by. And I had to even put in a Seattle Kraken. Too many goalies have been failed by other teams. Yeah, like I mean, I love goaltenders, so yeah, we're gonna have a lot of those, honestly. But those guys, those goalies who didn't win Stanley Cups, some of them are, the biggest fan favorites for that franchise. All right, here's Foxa as he takes a hit into the zone is Steele, and now Smith a shot, and covering this up is Georgiev. Remember Leafs? Bobrovsky, yeah. So I mean, I did include I think three or four players who are still alive in the playoffs. So I don't think the video is going to age particularly well. But considering I wanted to make this before the cups handed out, then yeah, I figured why not. All right, here come the Avs. Here's Trennan. Oh, and a nice centering feed, but a good back check there from Stankoven to get a piece of that. Yep. Yeah, Dion is arguably the greatest player who never won a Stanley Cup. Lindell, Trennan, and turned over here is Johnston. Sent ahead by Ben. Stankoven takes a hit from Walker. Still able to hang on, centers it. A loose puck, and now Suter shoots off the rebound, and covering up is Georgiev. Bob can go home as well in a few days. You think that the Bruins can complete the comeback? I mean, hey, the Panthers did it to them last year, right? A field day with Sharks and Canucks players. Yeah, pretty much, man. Yeah. And what about Senators? I got to say, right, in like the mid 2000s, the Canucks had, I think, one or two pretty good years, but like the Sabres and Senators back then, right, with like the crazy group of Ottawa players like Alfredson, Heatley, Spezza, Chara. I can't remember what year he got traded or what year he left for the Bruins, but don't forget they had him too. Some weapons. Don't forget Radek Bonk, greatest name ever. All right, now in the corner, Pavelski, and it's going to be sent around the point. Haskin in a shot that goes into the corner, and now scooped up by Drouin. Four shots for the Stars so far, and just one for the Avs. And now behind the net is Parise. Out to the point. A shot and an easy save through the traffic by Oettinger. Rantanen couldn't quite get in his eyes. 05. Okay. Watch the dog show from the Westminster Kennel Club. Oh, I didn't even know that that was going on. Uh, 05. The Char went to the Bruins. They had quite a group there in Ottawa. Can't wait to see the Oilers and Stars in the next round. Oh, so Terrace, you're outright saying that Edmonton's going to beat Vancouver. Time to bring back the late '90s. Okay. You're hoping the Oilers take that series. Yeah, I mean it's a best of three now, right, between the Canucks and Oilers. You got to think that if Edmonton wins Game 5, then really they're going to be. I would hope that they're going to be feeling just as amped up as Vancouver is to fight off elimination in Game 6 by winning at home. But yeah, Panthers and Rangers would be great for a series. Yeah, I mean, like, hey, if that's what we end up with, that's going to make for. I mean, what do you think, Kachuk and Rempe? Which era of hockey was better, the '80s or the '90s? Oh boy, like if we're talking like mostly about the neutral zone trap era. I don't know. I appreciate probably what we got more from the '90s than the '80s for like actual style of hockey. Probert never won a cup. Oh really? Don't you put that evil on you? Uh, you're keeping busy over there, then, Mr. Jake. Probert never won the cup. Yeah, I find that odd. Like, I I guess because he was still with the Russian 5 team, right? But by then he was on the Blackhawks, I guess, or no, the Blackhawks. Yeah. So he went over to the Blackhawks, and I know that like Grimson went from he used to play for the Blackhawks, and he went to the Red Wings at one point. But yeah, I think generally speaking, the lower scoring era was better than the higher scoring era for like playoffs because the goals obviously meant more, and you had more. I think you had more rough stuff happening. I think, but not like full on brawls, but you had like player versus player rivalries more so. And this year we have it pretty good this year because I know scoring has gone up over the last I don't know 6 or 7 years, and I at times think, oh God, there are too many goals. But at the same time, like look at these playoffs; it's a lot lower scoring than the regular season was, and so these games really have that intensity. And Ottinger just made a save there from Taves. Uh, for sports, so much star power. Oh yeah, Michael Jordan, obviously. Um, who would it have been for baseball? I guess Griffey, Bonds, McGuire, Sosa, the home run derby, right? All the Randy Johnson, Roger Clemens. His trap should have been outlawed. All right, here comes Dodonov trying to get it around Taves. MacKinnon now, a bobbling puck into the Dallas zone, and around it goes all the way down, and this will be an icing to the Stars. And he scored the final goal at Maple Leafs Gardens. Really, I would not have known. This season was the best season I've watched. Wow. All right, cool. Well, I mean, if I put my Sharks aside, it was a pretty good year. Yeah. I just wish that we had the same kind of race in the Western Conference for the final couple playoff spots like we did in the East. All right, shot from the point and off of Ottinger, still alive, and Rantanen couldn't quite get a stick on it. Middlestat trying to extend the play, and Marchment collides with 37. A backhander up the wall. Still alive for Middlestat in his line. The Avs have actually held the zone a lot more in this game so far than the Avs, or than the Stars, excuse me. That's a shame Gary Thorne hasn't called the NHL in the last decade. Oh, I think it's been even more than that. It's been like 20, not 20 years, I think, right? Or 17 years or something like that. Do I remember the 90s? Oh, hell yeah. Oh man, I miss, actually using a phone book. And an easy stop there for Georgiev with the first 7:44 gone by. Hey, what's up, Nick? How you doing, man? He did a few Kings road games when Bob Miller. Oh, really? Ethan, do I think a Canadian team will get the cup this year? I'm leaning toward no. I mean, look at the Stars. Look at both the Rangers and Panthers. I just don't know if they can get through like those next two rounds. Honestly, if they get through one round, it's gonna be hard to get through it on the final. I hope so, though. I mean, I would be happy to see that. Let me just say, not the phone book. Yeah, I just remember when like you didn't just wake up on the internet, you know. All right, here's Kiviranta. Dumps it into the corner, takes a shove from Suter, and turned over. Steele. He'll just get this deep for a line change. Playoffs have been the best in years. Really? I mean, like my thought though is that I wish that there was like more lower seats winning, but the actual like quality of the games, I think it's been really good. Um, all right, MacKinnon gloved down by Stankoven, but they're gonna say it's a high touch. Duggan had a bath and he's nuts right now. Yeah, how did he react to that? Was that you just giving the bath, or did you, have a groomer take care of it first? Rangers look the best right now. The President's Trophy curse is still hanging over their shoulders. I mean, that's why I didn't pick them to win the cup. That's the only thing. Until somebody proves it otherwise, I'm not going to do it. And I know they won the President's Trophy in '94 when they won the cup, so it could just be that kind of history repeating itself. But yeah, the newspaper. I miss the newspaper. Like waking up and be like, oh whoa, that was the score of the Supersonics game last night. Like watching ESPN over and over and over again just to see the same like 20-second highlight from my favorite teams. Gave him a bath, he was fine, but now he has the zoomies. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me all too much. Avs 4-6, you're saying, Tron? 69% of you have the Stars winning this game. Checking the phone book. Yep. Oh, how about like actually having physical media, DVDs and CDs? Oh, Duchesne off the turnover, they score. And it's Pavelski. And boy, oh boy, that could be costly. Dallas takes the 1-0 lead. Alexa, play Pantera. All right, Cortana, treat. Here we go, ready? Hey, what's up, CJ? All right. That was a bad throw. It's my bad. Pavs first in the playoffs. Wow, I didn't know that was just his first because he has been kind of quiet. But that's just the luxury that the Stars have at forward now. Duchesne and Pavs. Yeah, Duchesne, Pavs, Suter, Ben. A lot of grizzled vets on that team without Stanley Cup. Badass to get Pantera to do your goal song. Yeah, I know, right? Not to mention they basically did it in like a few hours. The ESPN Sports Center theme song has been stuck in your head for 20 years. I'm right there with you, man. All right, now Heiskanen behind the Avs net, trying to center it to somebody in front and turned over. Here comes Middlestat. He'll hand it off to Rantanen at the dot. Shot Oettinger the save and cleared. When the newspaper was $1 on Sundays, now you need to carry a 5. Really? I can't remember the last time I bought a newspaper. Yeah, like how about the era of course, Dan Patrick and Stuart Scott, right? Neil Everett, Kenny Mayne, right? Stuart Scott, the GOAT. That's right, man. Absolutely, man. I wanted to basically be Stuart Scott on TV. Have Sharks always been my team? Yeah, yeah, they're my basically my hometown team. I grew up an hour south of there, but I used to be able to walk to the Shark Tank at one point in like 7 minutes. All right, Georgiev from behind the net, and now Tanev. He's back in the game. A pad save and off the rebound. The Donov was trying to stuff it home. Off the dasher and into the neutral zone, charging ahead. And ooh, that was kind of an awkward collision there. Here's Marchment. And around the net, here is Colton now as he takes a hit from Tanev, trying to get something going here in response for the Avs. Kiviranta around the net and scooped up at the point by Jack Johnston. And the Stars will charge the other way with Marchment. Yeah, Linda Cohn. Yeah, Linda Cohn. Shoot, she's been over there for decades, right? And now here's Heiskanen. At the other point, a shot. Harley off the rebound. The Stars still have it here with Steele. Steele battle or going against MacKinnon. Out to Harley at the point. Now around the net looking for Craig Smith. And he gets taken down. Foxa and Steele around the net as this fourth line hanging onto the puck quite a bit, but a loose puck that comes all the way down behind the Stars net. Everything after 9 p.m. is a late game. Yeah. I twisted Nixter. That works for me. Robin Roberts, yeah, yeah. Now a shot, oh, and just wide with a sprawling Georgiev on the ice. Stankoven trying to get it around Parisi, but he's able to hand that over to Manson. Some pressure there from Johnston, but the Avs get the clear. Down to about 8 minutes now in the first period. Thought the Canucks were going to win last night. Yeah, I mean, once they tied it up, you're like, okay, now obviously it's going to go to overtime. The momentum's on their side, right? And then Bouchard happened. All right, Harley from behind his net. All the way down the ice from Lindell, but this will be an icing. Sports Center commercials with real life athletes. Yeah, those were so funny. Now, Makar at the dot. Skates in. Cale Makar and turned aside by Oettinger on the backhand. Big stop. From center ice, Robertson hands it off to Duchesne, streaking down, leaves it off to a teammate, and a shot that goes just wide of Georgiev's glove. Now MacKinnon. And stripped by Marchment. Trying to center this. Broken up. And here's Kiviranta. Tanev from behind his net. Glove down. A chance in front. And Kiviranta turned aside by Oettinger and covered up with Miles Wood right there. Chris Berman with Tom Jack. Oh, man. That was just unbeatable. Absolutely unbeatable, those two. Prime time. All right, we'll go to a commercial break with a little bit under 7 to play. But boy, oh boy, the Stars look hungry to close this out. Boomer and Jackson, yep. How you doing, Cortana? when ESPN did Sunday Night Football. Yeah, Mike Patrick has always been one of my favorite voices out there. But for football voices, also the late great, of course, Pat Summerall was one of my favorites at play by play. Every series is going to go 6 or 7 now. Yeah, that's a good thing, right? I want as much of that as we can get. Stars could close it out and play the Canucks or Oilers. Yeah, I mean, like I said, they look real hungry right now. But between the Canucks and Oilers, I think your best guess is as good as mine as to who advances. Saturday Night Football was on TNT. Oh, huh. I don't even remember that. I just remember like NBC, I guess. Yeah, the goat tandem. Yeah, Dan Dierdorf, Al Michaels, and Frank Gifford. Wow, yeah, that's right. Brendan says you think that the Oilers got it. And Raj says Canucks in 6, and everyone else goes 7. Hurricanes and Rangers, baby. It's going down to 7. Come on, we got to see it. A little worried being a Rangers fan for obvious reasons, but I still think you close Carolina out. Yeah, I mean, I even though I'm rooting for the Hurricanes, it's like I still think it's unrealistic for me to think they're gonna win another nail. Like I know that every period in that series has been like a nail biter, except for like that last period, right? So that's why I don't expect Carolina to be able to like just play 60 more minutes of that and be the better team. I don't know. Miss the Universal NHL song. I miss the NHL '94 song on Genesis. Did I watch NFL on Fox? Oh yeah, a whole lot. Ernie Johnston used to cover NFL. Yeah, boy, that's a throwback. Makar, here he comes, and a loose puck. Taves though is able to rifle this around the net, hand it off to Makar from MacKinnon, behind the net against Lindell. Drouin trying to find the point. And we're going to get a call here. It's going to be a tripping. And it looks like Drouin is going to be picking this up. And the Stars power play will have a chance to really do some damage here. Devils Red Wings was NHL on Fox. Yeah. I never watched NHL on Fox that much. Because that was, basically my time watching hockey really started after the lockout, the 0405 lockout. The Blades of Steel music. I never got to play that. Carolina's got some serious momentum right now, though. They're more confident and can expect them to be better. I mean, just, oh my gosh, just as long as they don't allow a shorthanded goal, they have a chance then. That's right. All right, here's Heiskanen off the faceoff, and now Pavelski handing it off to Robertson. With some time, taking it down low. Look at Pavelski in the bumper. Saved by Georgiev. Still alive, though. Heiskanen. And playing catch with Robertson. Sending it down low to Johnston. The Stars working things around quite a bit. Pavelski looking the slot. A shot and a save. Georgiev, he'll cover that up. No traffic in front of him that time. Oh, yeah, sure, Samantha. There we go. A tier list of how much I like teams and how much just people in general like them. That would be really interesting, actually. It'd be kind of cool to do a survey just to figure out what people's favorite teams are from our community of, I mean, shoot, I don't think we're going to get all 15,000 people to vote or to cast their vote in that. Nick, a hat trick of memberships, or I should say a plethora of memberships. But that warrants a hat trick of treats for Cortana. Here we go, Cortana. That was epic, buddy. All right, here we go. Ready, Cortana? Whoop! There's a 1. Oh wait, that was pretty bad. But yeah, my God, our members have been fantastic with gifting all these. Here, come on over here, Cortana, and come on down. And there you go. That's right. And then here we go. No look past Cortana. Whoop! Good catch, girl. Oh, fantastic, Nick. Thank you. Do players too? Sam Bennett, Brad Marchand. Yeah, so in the off season, that's a good time to kind of do those either live streams or here. My thing though is that like, I can't make my own video like ranking teams just by personal preference, because people get really, you know how it is. I mean, it could be any team that I put lower down, and I'm gonna get an earful from somebody, you know. But maybe there's a way I can do that kind of like teams, you know, maybe talking about when I actually liked certain teams that I don't necessarily root for as much. I don't know. But I mean, hey, I appreciate the idea here. That's got the pen here so I can write it down on the whistle or at intermission. We're under 5 to play now, and just 20 seconds left on this power play. Community polls though, okay, and stats, like what kind of stats? Marchment up ahead. He's got Stankoven at the goal line, floating it out to the point. Harley, Duchesne, and Marchment. The cycle game strong. A shot and immediately blocked there by Duhaime. That's right, Brandon Duhaime, number 12, former Wild. And the Stars come up empty-handed on the power play. And finally cleared by Drouin, who took the penalty. As we get to about 4:10 left here in the first period. Vern Lundqvist, yeah. Or Lundqvist, not Kvist, not there. Craig Sager. Really, Craig Sager was doing NFL as well. The late great Craig Sager. And now here's Bennett. Nice little behind the back pass, essentially. And turned over. And here's MacKinnon with speed. When is MacKinnon without speed, I guess? A couple bodies colliding in the corner. And now around the net for MacKinnon. Out to the point, a shot from Gerard. And it hits the end boards. Makar. Around the net once again. Rantanen. Great tie-up from Tanev. Man, he looks so good in green, I got to say. And this is going to be bobbling all the way down toward Georgiev with 3:15 remaining. Now Kiviranta into the corner. A couple of Stars defenders converging here. Stars favoring, or shots favoring the Stars 8-7. Heiskanen, and now scooping this up is Johnston. He drops a pass back for Parise that gets picked off. And now Ben trying to shovel this ahead for Johnston. And Suter's going to end up chipping this in deep. Ben Scully the goat. Yes. Yes, indeed. All right. A one-timer turned aside by Oettinger, that bid coming from Colton. And they brought it into the crease. I don't know what Duchesne was thinking there. A shot that gets just a little bit wide of the net. Turned over again to Colton. He'll feed Taves at the top of the slot. And off a skate. Tanev lifts this one. And touchdown by Makar. Is that right, John? I never would have thought that. Who had better suits, though? Sager or Cherry? That's a great debate. Lehkonen just wide of the arm of Oettinger. And MacKinnon from behind the net. Yeah, the Avs is looking good here after killing off that penalty. Lehkonen and a pass looking for Walker as MacKinnon gets held up there, and he's able to draw a penalty with 1:28 left in the period. So Colorado to the power play they go. Colorado to the power play they go. All right. Suter to the box. Yep. We do the Stanley Cup Playoffs graphics on the ice. Yeah, right. But community polls, attendance at games, fan base. Yeah, I remember doing that one time. Let's do a screenshot of that, Brendan, just to have a record of it. All right, actually, we have a commercial break because we had a couple of minutes there without a whistle. So we have to have that commercial break with the final 88 seconds remaining in this period. Sportsnet one. Oh yeah. All right. Kind. Okay. They are announcing this year's NFL schedule tonight. That's right. I hope they schedule Jacksonville for Thanksgiving Day. Only team to never play on Thanksgiving. Really? I did not know that. All I know is that the Jags are playing 2 games overseas. That's pretty mental. Uh, oh, I don't know if they're doing a stream on that. Maybe that's what's going on. Everybody's got their focus on the NFL schedule. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have to take a look at what Jake sent me. Vikings schedule. Oh boy. You know, I shouldn't be dreading this though because the Vikings aren't going to be that great anyway. Troy Aikman's at the game. 2 games will be yeah, the Christmas games. That's God, that really just infuriates me. Like again, how much do you have to pay just to watch normal games that you would typically, back in the cable days? Like I want to watch my 2 games on like CBS or Fox on Sunday. I want to watch my Sunday night football and Monday night football. And now it's like, oh yeah, by the way, instead of paying $40 for your TV plan for that, now you got to pay, 140. It's just absurd. Anyway, that's why I just go to my bar now. It's like I'll watch it for free. I'll just pay instead with beer and support the business. Makar now at the point, a one timer, and this one is way off the mark and out of the zone. I don't know, MJ. I'd be surprised. Well, actually, I don't know if the Packers are. I mean, they should be for real in the sense that they're really young. I don't think it's going to be a fluke so much. MacKinnon, a shot. Oh, and some traffic in front here. Still alive. Lekkonen trying to do something with it, and we get a whistle as Oettinger covers up. And I think the Bears are, they're on a good track to improve by quite a bit. Chiefs have to play 3 games in 10 days. Interesting. That's a lot. Vikings will go as far as Darnold or McCarthy takes them. They've got a good defensive coordinator, and for anybody who doesn't know, I'm a huge Minnesota Vikings fan. They got a good defensive coordinator, and they have good skilled personnel at receiver and tight end. So it's like, I know Hawkinson's going to probably miss some time to start the year, but it's like, okay, they've got some good foundational pieces from that sense. But yeah, ultimately you have to have a quarterback who can just minimize the mistakes. The thing is that they don't have a very good running game. That's what kind of concerns me because we still haven't really found a way to address that. Aaron Jones, I don't know if he's going to be an answer for that, but could be intriguing seeing him back there in purple. 60, yeah, Derek, I agree, man. I want 16 games. 16 games is perfect. Are allowed to the Guardian caps on their helmet. Oh, and they score! And that was in the final second. But right now, it looks like this is going to stand. Let's see what happens here. It would be Lekkonen's goal. And the officials are going to review this. Mushroom Merchant, how you doing? It's going to be 18 before too long, yeah. Let's take a look. The puck's in the net with 0.6 seconds remaining, so that goal will stand, barring any sort of other infraction. Skadoosh. There you go, Cortana. Well then, that makes this game interesting. We'll get one more face-off here to close out the period. But goals here, I think it's going to be Lekkonen, and also we have a goal from earlier, Joe Pavelski, his first of the playoffs. A good way for him to get on the board there. Yeah, that gives him some momentum there. And I mean, I think from what I saw, really that started with how they killed that last penalty. Um, yep. All right, guys. I need to pee. I'll be right back. Pee for the D, right? Watch Cortana for me. I'll be right back. All right. So we start with the longest Stanley Cup drought, and that belongs to the Toronto Maple Leafs, dating all the way back to 1967. That was their 13th cup in franchise history and the fourth that decade, and that was the last Stanley Cup awarded in the original six era. Now the Leafs haven't even made it to the Stanley Cup final since then. They've had a couple of deep runs, including in 1978 when they got all the way to the semifinals. Then in 1993, they won 2 Game 7s to get to the conference final. However, in Game 6 of the conference final against the LA Kings, official Kerry Fraser missed a high sticking call on Wayne Gretzky, and then Gretzky would score the overtime winning goal to force Game 7. The Kings would go on to win. The next year, the Leafs went to the conference final again, but they fell to the Cinderella Vancouver Canucks in overtime of Game 5 on a goal from Greg Adams, and the Leafs also went 19 years without winning a playoff round, and they've had some bad collapses in more recent years, but of course, they were able to get off the schneid this past year with a victory against the Lightning. All right, and we are back, everybody. We have returned. Um, Alrighty then. How you doing, Cortana? What are the Sharks doing in this offseason to get back into the playoffs? I mean, I think that you know they're going to have a lot of cap space, which is good, but I don't think they'll be overly aggressive in free agency, right? Because really, they won't be able to attract the big names out there, right? Because they're still at least 2 full seasons. They're going to have 2 more sort of underwhelming seasons ahead of them, I think. At least 2 more. It's all about how they fill the coaching void at head coach there for San Jose. And I really wish that they would have done something different with the Barracuda because just nothing's working with them. I think they need to really clean house with that. Um, but yeah, the Sharks they're gonna have a lot of roster spots to fill for sure. Was Lekkonen's goal a nice play? Actually, I was looking at the chat when that happened, so I didn't actually really get a good look at it. But I mean, hey, it came in the last, it came in the last second, so there's something great from that, I would say. But we'll take a look here at the intermission. Wait, what did I do? Did I just drop my headphones? I guess so. Um, boy, $25 a month, man. Sheldon Keefe. Yeah, I don't think that Keefe should be out of a job. Not entirely. He should be able to still be a part of a coaching staff in some capacity. I mean, Jay Woodcroft. I wouldn't be entirely surprised if his name, was mentioned there. Of course, we know Craig Berube, although he did interview with the Leafs recently. You've got Dean Evison still out there. Another interesting name is Marco Sturm, former San Jose Shark. Uh, I was going to say he's been an assistant with the Kings for a while there. Tom McClellan, who's also interviewed with the Maple Leafs. Cliff, great question. Um, well, I'd have to say it depends on who's asking, but I think there might be some sort of distant connection there. I usually tell people, yeah, but I can't find somebody specific. I do, yeah. I don't really. I have a very unproven loose theory that yes, but sorry to underwhelm you there. Will the Leafs hire Berube? I, I I would like to see that. I think that they need someone like that who has a track record as not just a successful coach, but also just like a hard nosed player. I think that's been working out pretty well in the NFL or in the NHL. But I think that a head coach isn't just going to solve all their problems, right? Uh, yeah. snag Amadio, Mantha, Stevenson. Yeah, like I wouldn't mind. The thing with the Sharks is that they have to balance this, right? It's like let's not put any more bad contracts on the books, for the long term. You can sign somebody like Mantha on a 5 by 2 or on a 2 by 5, right? So he makes $5 million for the 2 years that we suck, right? But you need to help out with getting butts in the seats. That's also a challenge that the Sharks have faced over the last few years. So, even though you want to build around your young core that has still yet to really form, you know, you got to still be able to have some names for the fans to look forward to next year. Epstein, Theo Epstein, man, won. Yeah, those two. He reversed two curses. Not to mention when he did that with the Red Sox, I think he was only like 28 years old as their general manager, which is pretty bonkers, I think, especially for a historic franchise like that, right? Man, where is everybody tonight anyway? It's not like Dangle's doing anything. I don't know if he is actually. Maybe he is. Hmm, hmm. Let's see here. You believe in Briere and Jones turning it around? Just hope Erson and Fedotov are good enough. Yeah, I think that you can be cautiously optimistic for that. Not to mention Michkov will arrive in 2 years. Joel Ward is head coach for the Sharks. There you go. Yeah, I mean, like the Sharks do like to kind of trot out the old names, but at least Ward's got experience, so I wouldn't say no to the possibility of him becoming the coach. Like a younger coach like him. Why not have a voice like that behind the bench? Not a bad idea. But yeah, I like what Briere is doing so far. Again, just kind of getting the books, their finances in much better condition now. If the Avs come back and win the series, it will be the first time that they came back from a 3-1 deficit. Really, and I assume that probably counts their time in Quebec too, because a lot of the time when the Nordiques were in the playoffs, that first round was typically just a best of five. Uh, yeah, Owen Tippett to Florida because of what he did. Yeah, Owen Tippett's made a nice home over there. Pat Falloon? What? Yeah, that's an old name, all right. Spokane Chiefs legend Pat Falloon, to go along with Ray Whitney and Link Gates. All three of those players, and I think one other guy, were selected in 1991 by San Jose. Would Tippett have done as well for Florida as he did for Philly? I don't know. Sometimes a change of scenery helps. Yeah, I mean that statement right there is as good as I can tell you. Yeah, Torts is the kick in the ass that Philly needed. It's I mean, hey, he's worked wonders to get them to as competitive as they were last year. And Pink Whitney, yeah, different Whitney, but Ray Whitney was a great player. I've said before that like Ray Whitney is one of the best like journeyman players of all time. I know it's kind of hard to consider this next guy like a concrete journeyman, but for most of his career, Mark Recchi was a journeyman as well, and he does he oh, is that right? I didn't even know there was a show like that. Yeah, The Wizard. Yeah, Ryan Miller, one of my favorite players of all time. Ryan Whitney is the Pink Whitney guy. Yeah, Dean's right. Yeah, not Ray Whitney, but Ryan Whitney. Uh, if you need to know the difference, just listen to them talk. Heading into the season, the Flyers were projected to have a similar season. Yeah, exactly. I thought that they'd probably be about another, probably be a bottom 5 year for them. I didn't even know. Of course, we have to turn everything into a reality TV series these days, don't we? All right. So yeah, no other action out there. So you can, I guess, look at the NFL schedule to wet your beak while we wait for this second period to get underway. And elsewhere right now, the or not the Boston Bruins, the Boston Celtics are up 96-87 over the Cleveland Cavaliers and are, yeah, 7.5 minutes away from closing it out. Of course, we know that the last 7.5 minutes will probably take about an hour and a half. So that would put them what in the conference final? And tonight we also have at 9:30 Eastern the Thunder and the Mavericks. That series is tied at 2. The winner awaits whoever wins the Nuggets and Timberwolves, right? Surprised at the Kings signing Riddick. Oh, did they extend him today? After the way he played, I'm not surprised, and good for him. I'm happy to see that. Just $1 million. Why not? Yeah. Connor Ingram won the Masterton Trophy. That's wonderful for him. He was having such a good season over there. Oh, that's all good news. Marchand, by the way, is questionable for Game 6. NFL's weekly fiction killed tackling and basically trying to turn it into flag football. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's that's true, man. Keefe was what part of that says assistant? That's fair because it doesn't matter like what it ultimately his we're going to be judging Keefe by what he did in the playoffs. Now, we shouldn't be doing that just exclusively, right? And you also again, you have to consider the roster that he has to work with, but I mean that is a big piece of it too, I think. Uh, if Landeskog comes back and has a great season, he should be the winner of the Masterton. Oh, absolutely. I think that he would at least be a finalist. It's just a shame that he's missed basically 2 whole years. I hate seeing that, honestly. He was playing some fantastic hockey there in that postseason when he captained that team to a win. Basketball has grown on you again. Baseball as well. I think baseball is actually a sport where some of the rule changes are actually, I think, good, but I don't really watch the sport all that much anyway. Yeah. Bednar wanted to make sure Landy didn't blow out his knee again. I mean, I appreciate him looking out for his player like that. Nichushkin, I mean, just seems like he's got some real demons to conquer there. His time in the player assistance program earlier this year was really short, so I was kind of surprised to see him get back on the ice as quickly as he did. So yeah, this really needs a lot more serious attention, and it's probably going to have a big effect on his career. But that comes secondary now. Will the Sharks get a head coach before the draft? I haven't heard them, interviewing anybody just yet. So maybe they're just trying to get through that first, and see if they can attract some better candidates before then. But then again, I mean, we're what 5 weeks away from the draft, and other coaches are going to get hired. Uh, you don't like about the a man on second. I mean, that's fair. I think that I just like the idea of the game getting over with faster. Although I will say I wish pitchers could still hit, or I wish that they were also hitting when they pitch. Oh, I didn't know Nichushkin had a kid, but yeah, I hope he feels that he has purpose in life, um, apart from his coworkers, essentially, his colleagues on the ice. Yeah, you're old school that hates the DH. Yeah, I thought they were getting rid of the man on second rule. Oh, really? Yeah, that tells you how out of touch I am. If that's the case, the old ways of baseball made the game fun. Well, I mean, I guess if I need to get back into baseball, or if I ever do, it's probably going to be because my team actually becomes relevant again. I just haven't been watching so much in the last like 8 9 years. Um, but also part of it's because I mean it's just because of media, right? Like the media that I'm exposed to, there's a lot of like football coverage on YouTube. There's a lot of obviously other folks like myself making hockey content. So it's like it's easier for me to stay in the loop on those two sports. But with baseball, there are good creators out there, I'm sure, but I don't know. I just don't. My feed doesn't have much of their content there. Like the Rockies are pretty much irrelevant. Yeah, I mean it's pretty awful for them. I mean, whoever is a Rockies fan, I want to. We need if we ever had like a another channel just to like produce any kind of random stuff about sports, then I'd be like, all right, let's get into the mind of a Colorado Rockies season ticket holder. All right. Um, I agree. Not because the pitchers are good hitters, but it gives a bench player a chance to hit. Yeah, yeah. And I also like when those pitchers, they throw down a bunt, in a tight game, and it makes a big difference. Or when we had somebody like Madison Bumgarner go up there and just swing for the fences. Todd Helton to go to the Rockies. Larry Walker, probably a very respectable second. Although, like what, Carlos Gonzalez would be another guy. Nolan Arenado until he was he went off to St. Louis. Todd or you try to acknowledge. Yeah, man, I feel bad for you, Jim. How you doing, man? I meant to say hello. Happy Hump Day to you. Your Phillies are doing really good. Yeah, they are. They are certainly. You're rooting for the Rockies in '07. Yeah, Cargo. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when was the last time the Rockies pitchers had like I don't know, like a 16 game winner or something like that, right? I think of like Mike Hampton back in the day, and he could swing the bat too, right? Didn't he pitch for the Rockies? It's been so long, man. I just remember what was his name? Jose Rios? Mesa with the purple glove. Mike Hampton. I think he also pitched for the oh wait, I need to go to baseball reference, not hockey reference. Didn't he also pitch for the Mets? Hampton. Mike Hampton. Two-time All-Star, five-time Silver Slugger as a pitcher. Yeah, he only played for the Rockies for 2 years. All right, we're gonna get back to the ice here. For the second period. All right, let's go, baby. So maybe the Avalanche have some life after that penalty kill. They really just took it to him. Oh boy. A National League pitcher would throw at a batter that some player would have to get into the box. Yeah, yeah. National League ball. Traditionally, National League ball is my favorite between the two. All right, let's get underway with the second period. And played by Ben off the glass and around the Avs net. Ben looking at the point for Heiskanen, but this comes out of the zone. 74 playoff goals for Joe Pavelski, most of any active player. Wow. I guess that would make sense though. He turns I think 40 this summer, if not next year. And now Lindell. Stankoven's going to dump this in, and the Stars will get a change. All right, now played up by Girard. This goes all the way down behind Oettinger. He'll have to. Ooh, for a moment there, it looked like he was He was thinking of playing the puck, and that could have been trouble. But all is calm. Now Parise handing it off to Middlestat. Around the net, looking for Parise as he'll take a hit from Lindell. Taves. And now the dot shut and lots of traffic in front. Parise trying to put it home. Ottinger's got it though. Anyone else ready for October? Right? Yeah, me too. Besides, I hate summer, so. except for the draft. Okay, we can close out. We can close out May. Oh, I hate wildfires. We got them over here, and I yeah, I like actually wearing layers of clothing. Spring's your favorite season? Yeah, spring. I love spring out here. Actually, spring's really nice. Basically, as soon as it turns July 1st, Mother Nature says "f you" to where I live, and then after like mid August, she's like, "Okay, now you're fine." But for like 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, it can be kind of hellish. But that's because I grew up on the California coast where a hot day was like 72 degrees. So a bit of a warped perspective. I had to evacuate. No, I have not had to, fortunately. But we were only a few miles away from one last year. All right, from center ice, Marchment trying to play it to a teammate, and after the collision there, MacKinnon, Makar's going to regroup here. Bing, bing. Dean knows what's up. Which arenas? Oh yeah, where have I seen hockey? The draft is usually like the third or fourth week of June. I think last year it was like the 24th and 25th. So it's going to be probably about the same time. Which arenas have I been to? I've been to, obviously San Jose. I've been to Seattle for one game. I've also seen a game in Nashville, Tampa, Raleigh, and Boston. And I went to where the Coyotes played in their first few years. Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you, Dean. 28th and 29th. All right. And then free agency is like 2 days after that. I want us to finish these pesky Avalanche tonight. More games in this series, or or do you mean no more games in this series? But Dallas looks pretty damn good. But tonight the Avalanche have some fight in them. MJ with the 5. Thank you. We're talking seasons. Is summer worse in Arizona, Florida, or Texas? Which northern state is winter worse? Oh no, my broadcast just cut out for a moment there. Hold tight. Come on. There we go. We're good now. Well, that's a tough question. My thing is that like with Texas, I've been to like July or Austin in July, and there's never a time when you feel relieved, except for like when it's dark and you're about to go to sleep, and you walk outside and it's still warm. That's the weird thing for me. Like having grown up on the West Coast, right? Temperatures can always kind of cool down at some point. You might have to stay up until stay out until 10 or midnight for that to happen, but that can happen in a lot of places on the West. Winter is the worst in Alaska. Although I think it probably depends on like what part of Alaska, right? Because like Buffalo can be more, snowy than Juneau is, right? Like because Juneau's right on the coast there. All right, always a spirited conversation around weather. Austin at the end of August, high 90s, low hundreds. Yep, that's just par for the course too. Isn't that crazy? With humidity too. Oh wait, did I not give Cortana a treat there? No, I did. I did. Sorry, girl. You know what? Let's not mislead Cortana. I'll give her another treat. Little guy. Minnesota winters are excruciatingly painful, but probably not this last one though, right? You guys didn't get it too bad for very long. All right, here's Robertson handing it off to Harley. A shot and into the trapper of Georgiev. It flies. John, how you doing, man? Mr. Jansen. Uh, Wono, yeah, when you were a kid. Well, to be fair, I mean, like A J in many other languages is produced or pronounced completely differently, so that's fine. Uh, we're gonna see 150-degree temperatures. Oh god, 115. Yeah, I don't know what the hottest I've experienced is. And now shot and Star is able to get a block there. Here comes Duchesne and intercepted by Taves. All the way down into the Stars zone and turned aside by Oettinger off that bid from Duhaime. Florida near sunrise. It was almost 96. Yeah. Damn. I remember going to Tampa or Orlando and Tampa in, I think it was February, and it was 89 degrees. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. I just cannot. I don't want to be inside all the time if that's, I don't want that to just drive me inside. Jace, good evening. All right. First 4:05 gone by here in the second period. And this is sent out of the zone, and Tanev and Heiskanen will have to retreat. Good pressure from the Avs forecheck. Dodonov trying to get this by Jack Johnston into the Avs corner. The puck rolls. And Heiskanen a shot and saved by Georgiev at the edge of the crease. Minus 23, the minus 55 wind chill. Yep. Shark's going to celebrate it. Yeah, buddy. I like the sound of that. You know what's hilarious though, guys? I kid you not. I kid you not. This is how much that is on my mind. I literally had a dream last night that the Sharks, with the first overall pick, drafted some player I've never even heard of before. Now, I've had premonitions in my life. This will not be one of them. I will make damn sure of it. Who looks better right now? I mean, I think the Stars have had more jump here in this part of the period, but overall, it's still, I'd say it's still fairly even. But I think the Stars have taken some momentum back. All right, now Stankoven trying to shake Johnson at the dot for Johnston. Oh, and a nice pad save from Georgiev as taking it behind the net. Oh, and a centering pass, and Johnston couldn't quite get a good stick on it. Oh no, that means celebrating to Chicago. Probably so, Dean. But yeah, how would I feel if they don't do it? I mean, I wouldn't lose my ish, even though there's no reason why they shouldn't choose him, as long as they drafted a defenseman first overall, because the Sharks, I think, really do need help in the defensive part of their prospect pool. All right, Johnston, man, this line is just amazing. And a pad save by Georgiev off of Stankoven. God dang. It's like, here's MacKinnon. It's kind of like the ZZ Pops line. Oh, and Lekanen turned aside by Oettinger. Big save. And Foxa comes the other way with Steele. Looking for Craig Smith cross ice. And turned over to Foxa off the stick of Manson. Bedard and Celebrini. Yeah, that would. The thing is that they already have one or two other pretty good centers in their prospect pool, the Chicago Blackhawks. And we're going to get a call here, I believe, or I thought Steve Levy was saying that. What's going to happen here? I had a dream about my stream, but I watched the game very intently and quietly. That sounds like a nightmare to me. What was I going to say? I don't know. Those prospects could be traded. Yeah. We need more prospects, and we need somebody who can actually develop them. That's what we need first and foremost. How much we go to our first commercial break? So I imagine we have probably about 13 something left to play here. Yeah, 13:59 left in the period. Still 1-1. But yeah, I was gonna say that Jamie Benn being out there with Stankoven and Johnston kind of reminds me of the Devils back in the day with the ZZ Pops line. It was Travis Zajac and Zach Parise with Brian Giunta. Is that what it was? I don't know, something like that. The hockey sports gods will guarantee the Sharks the Stanley Cup Finals in the next year, but I have to give up Cortana. What do I do? No deal. I'll wait it. I'll wait it out, man. I'll wait it out. No, Cortana, I wouldn't give you up. If I had to give up beer the rest of my life for the Sharks to win the cup next year, I might do it. Honestly, it'd be tough. MJ, another one. Thank you, man. Name an NHL player that was drafted number 1 overall that went on to win a Stanley Cup. All right. I will name. Well, there are a couple that come to mind that are fairly easy to get here. I'm trying to think of one that maybe is a little bit under the radar, but I'll say, Sidney Crosby. Right. But another one that I would consider there would be, let's see here. Who's a good pick? How about Eric Johnson? Eric Johnson won one with the Blackhawks just 2 years ago. Dean, 100% facts. Oh, wait. Jonathan Taves was not a first overall pick, but yeah, Kane was. Duh. But yeah, Eric Johnson. How about him? But yeah, we got you guys are catching on to this pretty well. Ethan, you finished your last day of high school. Hey. Well done. Cortana, how about a treat for that? You're getting a lot of apple slices. Here we go. Ready? Okay. Whoop. There you go, Ethan. Congratulations, man. Former Blackhawks, I meant. Yeah. Avalanche is when he was on the Avalanche, Eric Johnson. Stamkos, yep. Mario Lemieux. Mm-hmm. Bruin, hey, good evening, man. Celtics to their 6th Eastern Conference final since 2017. Well, shoot. There's no excuse at this point. They got to win. Unless, Jokic just puts up, 60 a game. He'll put up 60 a game. How about Mike Modano in 1999? Former 1988 first overall pick, I want to say. Good to have you here, Bruin. Slive. And now here is an up ice pass for the Stars. Sagan trying to gain the zone, and Makar will get things going the other way. But he turns it over at the top of the zone. And a puck that goes into the bench. Get a face-off in the Avalanche's zone here. Avs will win in 7, says Mushroom Merchant. I heard it here first, I think. Who did what with a broken wrist? I broke my right wrist. And this was 15 years ago, though. I got a cool scar from it, though. Sergei Zubov. Man. Who didn't like watching that guy shoot the puck from the point? Madonna won it with a broken wrist. Oh, is that right? Wow. I didn't know that. And now Tanev. Johnston. Ooh. A couple of good hits in the Dallas zone there. Now Ben. Over to Stankoven. And immediately there by an Avs defender. Here they come the other way. It's a shot and a save off MacKinnon by Oettinger. Gonchar or Zubov? Oh man, it's kind of hard for me not to say Zubov because I had to watch him do it to my favorite team all the damn time when he was with Dallas. That is. Which player won a cup with a torn ACL? Oh boy, that's horrific, dude. All right, Smith and a bobbling puck swatted out by Johnston. Also, a player won a cup with a broken foot. You forgot who it was. Eric Carlson almost got the Senators to the Stanley Cup final with 2 fractures in his heel. I know that. Duryea had a torn ACL versus Pittsburgh in 2018. All right, Avs cycling here. 11:40 to go in the period. And cleared out of the Dallas zone. Johnston having a little bit of trouble here. Sam Steele, he's been skating hard in this series. I like his game. Robertson, top of the slot, a shot, one-timer, and a save by Georgiev, still alive in the zone. Bobby Bond, oh yeah, great call, Toria. And not only did Bobby Bond win the Stanley Cup with a broken leg, he scored, I think, what was the cup-winning goal that year in 64 or 62. One of the two. I forget which year. Here, I'll just do this, Jace. All right, who do you guys want to win? Oh, a chance in a loan and denied by Oettinger. Who was that? Rantanen? I'll just ask you guys, who do you want to win between the Mavericks and the Thunder? I don't really care, but I'll say Thunder, especially with Jalen Williams, Santa Clara University alumnus, represent Broncos Nation. Sagan skating in. He shoots San Georgiev with the save out the backhander. MJ. It never ends. It never ends, MJ. Nah, thanks, buddy. Would it be correct to say that hockey players are the toughest athletes in all of sports? That, I thought that was a penalty on Rantanen. Is that going to be something? No call. Oh, that's surprising. We got a couple sticks on the ice, and Lindell with a big hit on Manson. And that's why, to answer MJ's question, for any team sport, I would say probably. Although, for any team sport, roller derby, you got to be pretty tough for that too. I would imagine. Excuse me. Johnston skates in the corner, flutters one out to the other point for Tanev. Hintz, or not Hintz, Ben. Hintz isn't playing tonight, but. Oh, here, treat for Cortana. Rugby too. Yeah, Mushroom Merchant all over that. Did we get? There was a Bill sighting. We got a Bill sighting. You were more nervous than an Avs player in Game 4. Oh boy. We got to get Cortana. You got to have your little apple. There you go, boo. Come here. There you go, girl. Thank you. Boy, this game is really heating up here. All right, in the corner, Stankoven. God, I'm so happy to see this guy just becoming a star right before our eyes. And I know he plays on the Stars. Heiskanen in the slot, hands it back to the point. Tanev, one-timer Heiskanen, and a save by Georgiev. Actually, they were saying it was tipped by Stankoven. Still alive in the zone. And now puck over the glass. And the official here might send Taves to the penalty box. Favorite NFL team? I am a Minnesota Vikings fan. Now, my hometown team would be the 49ers, and I did like them in my early years. But, I've been a Vikings fan since basically 97. Emperor King, good evening to you. Hey, sorry about the results last night, man. I was like, damn, you're going to win it. You're going to win it. It's like you're going to overtime with the momentum. Oh, never mind. But have faith. Have faith. Right? Nutrishkin news was devastating for sure. We, of course, send our best to him and his family because, this is something that, I was saying I was surprised that he was in, not player safety. He was in the players assistance program, like for just a really brief time, I thought, earlier this year. So yeah, there's a greater demon of his that he needs to conquer here. You like watching Wyatt Johnston? Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, he's him and Stankoven just amazing out there for those two youngsters there. Uh-huh. You when you lived in Nashville, you were a Titans fan. Yeah, I'm cool with the Titans. I like their like original branding, like that team, right? You had Air McNair, Eddie George, Javon Curse, the Freak. This is a tic tac toe series at this point. Yeah, exactly, man. Yeah. I mean, I said before the playoffs started, I said that the Canucks would beat the Oilers in the second round, and then going into this series, I said, all right, I'm leaning actually a little bit toward Edmonton. I mean, to me, it's still just like that. It is that much of a toss up. Kevin Dyson. Oh God, yeah, yeah, so close, man. No one wanted to win between the Canucks and Oilers. I mean, at least Vancouver was playing hungry there in the third period, but you got to show up for more than just 20 minutes. You got to test Calvin Pickard, man. All right, Stars power play. And one, Robertson comes in, score! Miro Heiskanen. It was a 2 on O there. How does that even develop on a power play, man? I mean, God, you got to abs. You got to make Dallas work for it. Holy God! But yeah, I am behind it in my broadcast. All right, here you go. Gold treat Cortana. All right. Uh, yeah. Wait, sorry. I got to see how this happens because how again? How do the Stars just effortlessly go into the zone? But yeah, it's gonna be a Miro Heiskanen goal from Robertson. That's the last goal in the game. Well, I don't know. I don't think they should be sitting back though. You know, jeepers. All right. Um. Yeah, you guys are good. I appreciate that, Brendan. But yeah, I know everybody means well here. Um. Yeah, that's the last goal in the game. Yeah, we'll see, man. How about this, Jace? We're gonna have some fun here, Jace. If this is indeed the last goal of the game, then I'm going to send you a Twisted Wrister Hockey T-shirt. So screenshot this right here, okay? And if you are correct, if it's 2-1 Dallas at the end of 60 minutes, indeed, I will send you a Twisted Wrister Hockey T-shirt. All right, cool. All right. So now we're down under 8 minutes to play in this second period. With some speed comes Makar against all of the Stars defenders. Hands it over to Rantanen, trying to find the point. And good pressure from Johnston. Has to be Sharks colors. Well, guess what? We can make that happen. All right. Tanev from behind his net. 3-1 Stars is your final thought? Could be. Very well could be. Here's Sagan. And a chance maybe for Harley and a puck that goes wide of the net and sent out to the point for Harley. A shot from Marchment and off a leg in front. Sagan scooping it up. Here comes Sagan. Marchment. Good defense there from Walker. And from behind the net, Sagan against Johnston. A fairly sizable scrum that we have behind the net here. Nathan MacKinnon has been silent. Yeah, I guess the word I would use is contained. Because yeah, I don't see him. He hasn't been pulling the trigger all that much. I've barely seen him getting shots off, man. And we're gonna get an icing to the Abs here. I think so. Yeah, down to 6:19 in the second period. Yeah, I want to look at this power play. Oh my god, the Abs had more guys at the top of their blue line. Oh, but Robertson was playing this. Wow, damn Robertson, that was brilliant, man. Nichushkin's the Valeri Kamensky. I just know the name Kamensky, but he won. He won with them in '96. Is that right? All right. Yeah, down to 6:10. Shots are tied at 15. By the way. All right. Parise handing it off to Manson. Gaining the zone is Parise. Out to the point. Manson a shot and off the chest of Oettinger, and he'll put a glove on it. I think he won 2 cups in '96 and '01. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. So we'll go to a commercial break. Final commercial break of the period, I want to say. Or no, maybe there's one more. But anyway, 2-1 Dallas. The goal from Heiskanen. If the final score of the Mavs game is 117 to 109, you can get a shirt for your baby cousin. Okay, okay. All right, cool. It would have to be Islanders colors. One timer for Dallas to get the second goal. Yeah, I mean on a 2-0 essentially. But man, you got to be absolutely ecstatic by just the play of all the lines essentially. But you know this core of guys 24 and younger. I mean, they're quite deadly, huh? Hey, good girl. Is that the Dallas neon jersey behind me? Yeah. I do have the blackout jersey right behind me here, right there. There it is. I won that because Joey Donuts on YouTube was doing. He challenged me to guess the jersey, so he had cryptic photos from his jersey collection, and he said, "All right, if you can get like what was it, 14 out of 20 or something like that, then he would buy me a jersey of my choice." And so I got it. I barely got it. And I appreciate him honoring that. So yeah, that was the jersey I wanted. Although I don't know if I'll ever do this, but getting a name and numbers on that would be incredible, especially if it was Pavelski. Oh, wear it. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. I haven't worn this one on a stream yet. I've worn the blackout jersey, but I can do a change at intermission. That's fine. That was a fun video. Oh yeah, Jake remembers that. Guess the jersey, of course. A Twisted Wrister Hockey original. Of course, I think Windy City Hockey was our first or an inspiration behind it. He was like, "Oh yeah, if I send you a photo, could you guess which one it is?" And I'm like, "All right, let's just do a whole video on that." Put on a Sharks jersey, not during a Dallas Stars Colorado Avalanche game though. I always wear a jersey or a shirt of the home team. That's the rule here though. Score is definitely close to your prediction. And what did you say? I said 4-3 Dallas, but I mean it could still happen, right? But probably not in the third period. I can't imagine there being quite as many goals like that from both sides combined. Uh, Stars never won. Oh, a members guess the jersey. Oh yeah, we can do another members guess the jersey. Oh, 5-4 Stars, huh? Yeah. I don't know if I can see that happening. I mean, both goaltenders have played really well. I can't fault Georgiev for especially the second goal. I cannot fault him for that whatsoever. All right, let's see what happens here in the final 4 minutes of the period. Taves, and at the top of the circle, a block pass kept it in at the point there by Makar, and now MacKinnon at the point trying to shake a couple of Stars here. Hands it over to Makar. MacKinnon sets a pick, a shot, and wide of Otter's glove. And another chance at the side, and Oettinger doing a 2009 Marc-Andre Fleury Game 7 kind of save, diving to make that one. If anybody remembers that iconic save from Game 7 of the 2009 final between Fleury's Penguins and the Detroit Red Wings. Would I be busy around 6 tomorrow? Yeah, unfortunately, I am. I'm going to be out of the house. I'm going to a performance of sorts, not so much a concert, but yes, it's these like I don't even know how to describe it, but it's basically like a play about Edgar Allan Poe's works. We're gonna get high sticking to Chris Tanev, so the Avalanche will go to the power play with an opportunity to even things up before the second intermission. Oh, Mushroom Merchant, yeah. The Panthers Stars Stanley Cup Finals matchup possibly would go to 7 games. I mean, you know me, I want every matchup to go to 7 games, and that one in particular could be fantastic. Dallas and Florida. Telltale Heart's your favorite? Yeah, I want to say that at one point I did probably have to read that for school. I think I did. I would be I'd be surprised if they didn't act that one out. Yeah, but thank you, Bill. Maybe we can find a time in the near future. If the Rangers make it out alive against the Hurricanes, they'll win the cup. I mean, shoot, they're gonna have stiff competition either way, but they're capable of it certainly. All right, here's Makar at the top of the circle, looking down low. Drouin basically just playing catch with Makar here. Looks down low for Rantanen. And now fed back to the point. Makar, top of the slot. MacKinnon looking for that seam pass for Lehkonen, and that was read by a book and cleared down by the Stars. Oh, Rick, nice picture, man. Yeah. Stars are the uncle of the Sharks. Kinda, right? I know what you're saying, though. With the dispersal draft. All right, Drouin working the point with Makar. Rantanen with time. A minute left on the power play. A shot from Makar that doesn't get on net. Retrieved by Rantanen. Hands it off to Drouin. Makar now. A shot. And he scores! Cale Makar. Did he go bar down? And it's 2-2. don't go away. This one's going to be a nail biter. The Willie quiz. Okay. Cool, man. I'd be happy to see that. All hail Cale. Let's see. Was that bar down? Oh, totally. Yeah, bar down. Always bar down ski. Oh, wait. What was that, Jace? What about a giveaway? Oh, by the way, I think that unfortunately your your prediction won't be coming true tonight, though, right? All right. We still have 2:25 left here in the second period. Oh, thank you, Jace. That's all right. I give stuff away now and then, so I'll find another opportunity for that sort of thing. The Avalanche have not had a lead since that overtime goal of game one, if you even want to call it that. Now here's Heiskanen at his point. Suter now trying to get around Middlestat, and he takes some contact in the corner. Oh, really? Is that right, David? How long does a hockey game last? So, in terms of like how long it takes for the broadcast from the time the puck drops until the end of the game, on the short side, it's like 2.5 hours. On the long side, it's closer to 3 hours, like 2 hours, 45 minutes. But of course, if it goes to overtime, there's going to be more. What did you miss? You see the score is 2-2. Cale Makar went bar down on the power play. Beautiful shot. All right, Marchment now. And he takes a hit from Manson. Scooped clear by the Avs. $1:10 left here in the period. Dodonov. Now Marchment looking to center this one. Retrieved by Sagan. Manson able to lift this clear on the backhand as he was falling down. Fairly acrobatic of him. And now turned over to MacKinnon. Feeding the point. A shot into one of the Stars and sent up ice. Will this be icing? Yes, it will. We're down to 37 seconds. A quiz? Maybe. I gotta use the restroom once we get to second intermission here. Oh, thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Hopefully we can have a few more streams throughout the playoffs. Obviously, as we get to fewer games, right, there won't be quite as much action to be following, but there'll be video content. We'll have a video dropping tomorrow, by the way. You guys, some of you were talking about it with me earlier in the first period. But the idea is choosing one great legend from every NHL team who never won a Stanley Cup in their career. Bruin, have yourself a good evening, and you got yourself a game to watch. Was that on Friday? Hey, Victoria, how you doing? All right, center ice. Here's Ben. Down to 10 seconds. Ben from behind the net looking for Stankoven out in front. One more time for Ben. Under 5. Looking with, and a shot off the side of the net. And we skate into second intermission. Heiskanen and Makar, the two standout defensemen, scoring for their respective clubs as we skate into intermission, tied up 2-2. How am I excited for tomorrow? Oh, it's what game are you excited to follow tomorrow? I mean, I'd love to see the Hurricanes find a way to force Game 7. I don't know if it will happen, but and Ben, how you doing, man? Thank you for jumping in here with us. All right, I gotta go. As always, watch Cortana for me. is the sound glitching. Sometimes people like occasionally someone might notice that, but I don't see a whole lot of people saying that there's a problem with that. But I'm not saying that there couldn't be. Um, Anyway, I will be right back. Here is me reacting to the Sharks winning the draft lottery, though. How about that?
The first overall selection belongs to
I've been waiting for this for almost a whole year.
the San Jose Sharks.
Yes! We're getting Sully! Let's go! Woo! Oh my god, we did it! We did it! He's coming home, baby! He's coming home! So the Sharks, for the first time in their franchise history, will pick first overall. We were that bad this year. Woo! That's what happens when you can't beat the Chicago Blackhawks in 3 tries this year. I'll probably get a noise complaint or two, but it's worth it. It's worth it for the return to glory for the San Jose Sharks. Cheers, everybody. We're going to have more reactions, more live streams, more videos throughout the playoffs, the offseason. You guys know what to do. Stick around. We'll be live on this channel. All right, we're back. Oh, I have to update this to say second intermission. Second intermission. There we go. That's the way to do it. All right. Jersey change. Oh yeah, let's do a jersey change. We'll put on the blackout jersey. If that's my Sully for the first pick, you can only imagine what his cup Sully's going to be. Let's hope that I'm still around, so that you can see what that looks like. All right, here we go. Oh, here, I don't want to take up space here. All right, let's see if we got ourselves. Oh, did I just whack you? I hope I didn't. All right, there we go. North Stars, yeah. I also have a North Stars jersey. Sharks winning the cup in 2032. Oh God, that's 8 years from now. I hope we can at least challenge for the cup a little bit before then. But yeah, 2029 might be the year. After Vegas has 3 more. Oh boy. Who are you going to go for next? Stamkos? 47 brand shirt. Oh yeah, you're right, Derek. Yes, I have a shirt from them. The same one. It's Nordiques, and I also have a Whalers hat from them. But yeah, those 47 brand shirts I absolutely love. They're so soft. You pay more for them, but I think it's worth it personally. Are you going on a field trip tomorrow, Victoria? That's cool. Field trips were fun back in the day. All right. What else is going on right now? The Mavericks have a 22-20 lead on the Thunder. Hey, wait a second. There's 2:30 left, and these teams don't have like 62 points already. All right. Actually, playoff basketball. That's not bad. Celtics, by the way, have advanced to the conference final with a 113-98 win over the Cavaliers. And that's all I can say about basketball, probably. Toast Tactical, welcome back. Yeah, actually, you know what? I think we could do a sports quiz. I think we could do a sports quiz. Who wants to do a sports quiz with me, huh? Uh, iconic. No, I don't want to do just baseball. It takes me a while to find one, but let's see here. Oh, ha ha ha. All right, here. Let's try this one, everybody. All right, let's see what I got here. Let's see here. That should be fine. That should be fine too. Yeah. All right, let's go here. All right. All right, everybody. So this is kind of like a crossword puzzle, right? It's can you name the big four teams? So, MLB, NBA, NHL, and NFL, when given two letters in their proper position and the rest of the letters scrambled in the hint. Uh, all right. So, actually, you know what? I don't know if doing a crossword puzzle is particularly easy for this. Let me find something else here because I kind of know how it works, but I don't want to take forever having to explain how that works. Here, how about this? Well, this one's pretty good. It's just a hockey quiz, but did I do this with you guys? No, I haven't done this one with you guys. All right, this one's fun. I like this. All right, everybody. So, first place Hart Trophy votes, for the MVP since 2010. So, basically, all of these players since 2010 have received at least one first place vote for the Hart Trophy. So start throwing names at me and I'll type them in as fast as I can. We have 15 minutes, but we probably don't need that much time. Okay. So let's go. Give me a name, everybody. Start naming players who have had a first place vote for the Hart Trophy. Okay. There we go. McDavid. Cool. McDavid. Crosby. Okay. Ovechkin. Kucherov. Good. All right. Crosby, yeah, McDavid, Crosby, Kaprizov. There he is. And as you can see, you're given how many different first place votes that they received. Matthews, that's going to be one. Now, I did this myself. There was one that I didn't get. Pavelski? I don't think so. Yeah, not Pavelski. Stammer. Oh, wait, oops, I can't say Stammer. Stamkos. There we go. The dog, MacKinnon. There it is. Zucker, I'm pretty sure he hasn't. No. These are all first place votes, too. So they have to be pretty damn good. Is there a goalie? There are going to be a lot of goalies. Hedman? No, Victor Hedman has not had a first place finish for the Hart Trophy. Draisaitl, though, won the Hart Trophy. Marc-Andre Fleury. Yep, nice guess. Darcy Kemper, not Darcy Kemper. The U comes before the E, by the way. Malkin, though. Kachuk. No first place votes, but I think he was a finalist, right? Last year or 2 years ago. Hellebuck. Backstrom? I don't think Backstrom did. Price, though, won the Hart Trophy. Yes. I think we got Malkin. Patrick Kane, good pick. So we got all the big ones in the top, like almost in the top 10 here. Hey, who knows this one? The Devils. This person has received 72 first place votes for the Hart Trophy as a member of the Devils and played left wing, and it's not Ilya Kovalchuk. Rene. Rene's on there. Jonathan Taves. Yes. Yes, for the win. Brodeur. Not Brodeur. This was at the very tail end of his career, or getting close to it at least. If anybody's just joining us, we're just finding a way to pass the time during intermission. Stevens. There was no Stevens playing at this time. This is from 2010 and later. Foligno? I don't think so. Aha, Martin St. Louis is on there, yes. With with the Lightning. I thought maybe it would have been with the Rangers. Bubba Brewski is on this list. Yes, he is. All right, we got 18 so far. Jamie Benn. Yes, he was a Hart Trophy finalist. Brad Marchand, very good. I have a feeling there might be a couple other Bruins on that list, on our list here. Parisi was not on this list. I know he finished as high as 5th for the Hart Trophy, but that was back in 09. Claude Giroux, yes. Prime Giroux, for sure. Sedin, yes, both of them. I think, did Daniel win it? I don't know if he ever did. I know Henrik did. Chara? Chara is not on this list. Kopitar is on this list. Tavares is also here for what he did with the Islanders. Pasternak, yes. Yeah, but we got Kopitar. Okay. Sagan is not here, but I know that there's got to be one other Bruin on this list. I don't know. I'm just going to put Bergeron in there. Oh no, he wasn't. Huh? Okay. I think we got all the Bruins, right? Yeah. Handy Green, pretty darn sure, but that he won't be on this list. Yeah. Luongo is here. Yes. We got Draisaitl. Shane Doan, not Shane Doan. I don't think he was ever a finalist for the award. I don't know what the highest that he finished was, but yeah, I think I've got everything that y'all have suggested here. But yeah, we already got Draisaitl. Yeah, Swayman's not here. Can anybody figure out who this is on the Devils? It's not Ilya Kovalchuk. He had 72 first place votes for the Hart Trophy. Corey Perry, yep, he won the award. Lundqvist, correct. Keep them coming. All right, we're what is that? 58% complete. I know you guys can pull out more of these. Taylor Hall, you are correct. He won the Hart Trophy in 2018 with the Devils. Malkin, we already got Malkin. Bufflin, I don't think so, but I'll put him in here. No, not Bufflin. Oh, for the Coyotes, Zibanejad, I don't think so, but we'll put him on here anyway. No, maybe another guy who plays for the Rangers could be on here though. CJ. Biz. Panarin. There we go. Got him. Jumbo will not be on here. His prime was just before that. Shesterkin? Yes, sir. Le Cavalier? No. He won, I want to say, an Art Ross trophy, but yeah, his prime was a little bit before now. Subban, I don't think so, yeah. Sorokin? No dice. Patty Marleau, his prime would have been before 2010 as well. The best of his prime, let's just say. Robin Lehner? No, sir. Ekman Larson? Not OEL. Who on the Buffalo Sabres would have had 13 first place votes and was a goaltender? Because it wasn't Robin Lehner. Binnington? No Binnington. Ryan Miller? Yes, it's Ryan Miller. Good job. Braden Point? Not so fast, but Point, of course, wins money, especially in the playoffs. Think of good teams. Hasek was retired by then. Eichel? No, sir. Hedman was no. We already guessed him. I'll type him in. Yeah, okay. Mark Stone? No, sir. There might be somebody else who played for the Senators, though, who would be on this list, I'm thinking. Here's the Coyotes one. Well, it was a goaltender, because you can see the position here in the column, right? It says 13 plus G. That's the position. 6:40 left. What was the question? So, Jake Gensel. So all of these players received at least one Hart Trophy vote, first place Hart Trophy vote from 2010 onward. Mike Smith is not the guy. Yeah, 2 Coyotes goaltenders. I know who they. I mean, I already did this quiz myself. How about let's just say that the Coyotes player was universally loved. Talbot was really good for like 1 or 2 of those years. William Karlsson is one of them. Good guess, Dean. MacKinnon, we already took care of him. He's on here. Who the Coyotes goalie? Well, we got 2 of them. TJ Oshie will not be on here. No. Getzlaff. Nailed it. Yes, I know one of those Coyotes goaltenders was universally loved. Bouwmeester, Bouwmeester. Elias Lindholm, no. Yager, you know what? Yager's on this list because for 1 season with the Panthers, he killed it. Rask, not Rask. Gaudreau, I like that one. Backstrom was no. We already tried guessing him. All right. Hey, we only have 13 left. This is pretty good. Doughty, good guess, but no. Yossi. All I know is that Weber, not Shea Weber, with only 1 B. Adam Fox, fair guess, but no, sir. Makar has won the Norris, but he hasn't had a first place vote for the Hart Trophy. Marian Hossa, not the Haas. Is there anybody else on the Senators here? I'm legitimately asking that question. Kevin Durant. Yeah, we have a lot of goaltenders, guys. A lot of goaltenders. There's even a guy on the Sharks who hasn't been named just yet. Ron Francis. This is from 2010 onwards, so Francis had retired since then. Mike Smith was not the goaltender. A great guess, but like I said, whoever it was for Phoenix was universally loved. But yes, one of them I believe is Dev Dubnyk. You are correct. Antti Niemi. Look at the position. It's not supposed to be a goaltender. And by the way, we're starting the 3rd period here. But if you guys want to finish the quiz, let's, we'll make that happen. You only have 11 left. All right. Tim Thomas. Nice. La Barbera. Jason La Barbera is not the guy. There you go, Dean. It's Burnsy. Oh, 3-on-2. Something's happening. Belfour? No, because Belfour had retired. Duncan Keith? No. So we need 1 Coyotes goaltender. We need 1 Panthers left winger. We need a Capitals goaltender, an Avs goaltender. That was the only one I didn't get. A Canucks center, a Kings goaltender, an Avalanche goaltender. So 2 Avs goaltenders, a Lightning goaltender, and a Jets right winger. Varlamov, I like. That's a great guess, and you're correct. Rolison, no. But Blake Wheeler, you're correct. So we only have 7 to go. Holtby is a great guess, and that is why you are correct. Jonathan Quick, you are correct there. We're down to just 5 more. I'll give you another minute here, and then I'll reveal the answers, and we'll get back to the game. Teemu, no, not Teemu. So yeah, we need a Coyotes goalie, a Panthers left winger, Jaguar. Vasi is not one of them. No, it's not Vasilevsky. It's well, think about the Lightning after 2010. It wasn't just Vasilevsky who was on some deep playoff runs. Somebody's just scored, by the way. The Avs are up 3-2. It's a goal from Casey Middlestat. I'm going to change the banner for a second here. The Avs, for the first time all series, they have the lead. Ding, ding, ding. All right. Aha, Jake. Jake snuffed it out. It is Ben Bishop. Bishop. All right, down to 4. We got an Avs goaltender, a Canucks center, a Panthers left winger, and a Coyotes goaltender who was universally loved. Connor Ingram? No, sir. I say Avs, but they're not playing really good. Well, at least they got themselves a goal to get the lead. Burrows? No. Grubauer? I love that guess, but guess what? It is not Philip Grubauer, even though he was a Hart Trophy finalist. Kessler? Yes, sir. 3 more guys on the Panthers, Coyotes, and Avalanche. So a Coyotes goaltender, a Panthers left winger, and an Avalanche goaltender. We got to get back to our game, though. I don't. Peterson? Cal Peterson? I think it was with an E, right? Well, anyway, I'll reveal the last 3, okay? So Coyotes goaltender, I kept saying he was universally loved. It wasn't Darcy Kemper. It was Mr. Universe, Ilya Bryzgalov, who got a first-place Hart Trophy vote. For the Panthers, it seems like forever ago that he was worth a damn. It was Jonathan Huberdeau. The one that I missed up when I tried this quiz originally is Craig Anderson. He played for the Avs in addition to having some stellar years in goal for the Ottawa Senators. So thanks for playing. And smash that like if you haven't already there, fellows. There we go. Yeah, not Nabokov. That was after his time in San Jose, I think. Yeah, because Niemi was the goaltender at that point. All right, so now it's 3-2 Avalanche. The goal coming from Casey Middlestat, who I think I saw in a game when he was at the University of Minnesota, I want to say. Yeah, how about that, huh? All right. Cool. Well, thanks for playing. I hope you enjoyed that one. All right. Teamwork makes the dream work. Coop! Return of the Coop. Oh, and another shot and denied was Makar of a second goal from Oettinger. Fun game? Cool. Well, yeah, I like to do more things like that to break things up. You didn't do bad. Yeah, Dean, you sniped a few of those like William Karlsson and you got Burnsy. When I'm done with this, I'm making myself some tacos. Excuse me. Yeah, Ilya Bryzgalov. How about that one, guys? Let's go, refs. His eyes of night. All right, Tanev. And now Smith trying to move this out of his zone. We got a puck in the bench. Son of a bench. We have another whistle. Tacos sound great. Absolutely. I found this like awesome winning combination. What I did was I pickled some onions and alongside some like Mexican sour cream, some cilantro, and some succulent slow cooked meat. It's quite good. How do I feel about the Nuggets? Well, I don't watch the NBA, so I don't really have anything to say about that. So I'll leave that up to somebody else. I see the story about a group of fans that went to games dressed up as refs and cheered for them whenever they did anything. That's what first thing that I thought of was the traveling Yoggers, but that's obviously something different. That's funny. Your favorite team since the Dubs aren't playing? All right. MacKinnon and Johnston giving him a hassle here along the half board. Avs get the clear. They'll get a change. And entering the zone is Harley and the Stars once again. A hit in the corner from Ben. And now moved up for Parise. And a puck gets knocked away. And Johnston will feed it to Ben. Excuse me. I was thinking Bend, Oregon, where one of my bestest of best friends lives. Now at the point here is Heiskanen trying to shake Middlestat. A cross ice pass fed to Robertson, a good primary assist on the Heiskanen power play goal. Return of the MJ. Yeah, we're talking about tacos. Probably one of my top 5 favorite non-hockey topics to discuss here. Oh, Georgiev almost he almost brought down. Was that Robertson? That was interesting for a hair of a second there. Thank you, Mr. Moderator CJ. I appreciate that. Wrong day of the week for tacos. Well, last night was taco night, and today's leftover taco night. So I think I'm all right. I think I'm in the right there. All right, here is Duhaime, and he spills into the boards here as we get a whistle with 16:05 left in regulation. It's the wrong day of the week for taco. Oh, that's what he said. Every day of the week is okay for tacos. Exactly. What about Cortana goal treats? Oh yeah, those are. See, oh, she's very alert. Yes. We only have like 4 of these left over, but that's okay. I can always go fetch more if there are more goals and super chats. So here we got. We'll give Cortana 1 anyway. Coop, you're back here, so that's good. There we go, MJ. Since we're on the topic of tacos, what taco place would you say is best? Cochinito is where I live, or where I live. Moe's. I think I maybe had Moe's one time. But yeah, for a chain, I don't know. I haven't had tacos from a chain in forever, and that even includes Chipotle. We don't even have a Chipotle in North Idaho, or at least nowhere where I live. Taves a shot, and he couldn't quite get good wood on that. Now Makar at the top of the zone, he shoots and he scores, and that one goes through Otter's 5-hole. Rutrow and the Avs have made it 4-2. And technically, no Chipotle, yeah. Am I wearing a Stars jersey? Yeah, I got the. I was wearing the victory green earlier, and then a couple of people wanted me to throw on the blackout jersey, so I said, why not? I absolutely love this jersey. Wait, let's see. Oh, there we go. From Idaho. Yep. From Idaho with love. But yeah, we got this place called Cochinito. And on Tuesdays, they have this amazing happy hour special that goes like all day. And they have these amazing octopus, just like these chunks of octopus. Super freaking good. Down to 15:25 in regulation, by the way. Hat-trick watch for Makar. Yeah, it would be. But yeah, my favorite taco filling overall is, without question, pastor. Succulent, delicious, slow-cooked pork. Tacos y mas is also good. Daniel, what's going on, man? Yeah, in San Jose, we used to have a place called Unamas. It's NMC. I'm sorry if I'm not doing justice to how you pronounce your name, but thank you for joining us this evening. Hope you're enjoying these playoffs. All right, Heiskanen. Cycling it to Steele. And Manson with some tight defense there. Seam pass looking in front, and a big pad stop by Georgiev off of Foxa. Just Ang. Okay. That sounds good to me, Mang. When I lived in California, many good taco places for sure. We narrow the list down after games. Oh, Nashville did it too. That's good. Nashville does a lot right. I do like Nashville quite a lot. All right, Steele. Oh, sorry. I was looking at the replay. Sorry, senior moment there. Hey, what's going on, George? How you doing, man? Gonna give your pup a venison jerky. I like it. Just for being a beaut. Hey, San Jose. I appreciate you hanging out with us here, man. And yeah, of course, there is no such thing as too many delicious, succulent treats for your fur friends, as long as you're taking care of them with exercise and stimulation, both physical and mental. Of course, mental stimulation means a lot to your puppers out there. Is there going to be a game 6? I mean, we're looking like it, man. I swear, every time I make a prediction, the exact opposite happens. Oh, wait. There we go. Come on. All right. Down the ice comes. Oh, wait, no. Disrupted, and Stankoven's going to have to just dump this in. All right. Now we've got Taves and turned over to the top of the zone. A tip play in front. They score. And that was deflected maybe by Stankoven. Kamloops Blazer alum, Logan Stankoven. Here we go. Ready? Goal treat Cortana. Ready? 1-2. Oh, look at that catch. Just immaculate. Hot dogs. Yeah, you know what? We haven't talked enough about hot dogs on this channel. But now it's 4-3 as the Stars answer back. (4-3) Avalanche. And here I was saying that we weren't going to really see any more goals after Heiskanen made it 2-1. And then Makar on that power play. And now we have a flurry of goals just about. There you go. Right, MJ. Well, I know that. A Chicago hot dog is wonderful, though. It looks like it's from another planet, especially with that like alien green relish, but it's worth it. It's super good. Ooh, tied up there in front of the net, in front of Oettinger, and now sent down by Harley, and Pavelski moves it cross ice. Here's Duchesne at the circle, a shot, and that goes wide of the net. Colton. He'll dump this one softly down, not for icing. Hope we go to overtime. Yeah. As long as the intensity of this game continues the way it is, I guess I'm all right with that. You live in Texas and you think it's weird how many people put ketchup on hot dogs. Yeah, that's how I was raised. I can understand why people don't prefer that though. Put ketchup on a good dog, banished. Oh, if you do that, you should be banished to the shadow realm. Well, to be fair, from me, I don't remember even the last time I had a hot dog. Oh, is Lekanen going to get a puck over glass? Or excuse me, a cross-checking. So Stars to the power play. Nathan's yeah. All right, let's see here. I like me a chili dog though. That's more my speed, I'd say. So Stars with a chance to possibly tie it up. They scored on their last power play, and that was a goal from I know him, Roger, right? A lot just happened, man. Are you lurking in the comments there? I see you. All right, so when we come back from this commercial break, it'll be a Dallas Stars power play. Stankoven, really good. He American or Canadian? He's Canadian. But I got to see him when he was in the WHL. Him and Matt Rempe. So going to these Spokane Chiefs games, even though Spokane's been horrible ever since I moved over here, I'm being rewarded with some other great talents. Although Berkeley Catton could be a top 10 pick, possibly top 15 maybe. I'd love to see the Kraken draft Catton. That would just be perfect. How old is Cortana, asks Coop. Cortana is actually 10 years old, but he still catches Frisbees out of the air and chases after deer. Just about anything that's not a dog, honestly. That's true. What was I watching? I was watching this one video, and it was just like a parody of that song, and it's just like, was that something I saw on Jaws' channel where it was like basically all the lyrics are all about sucking on chili dogs? Yeah. Yeah, Aang. Indeed. She's still my baby girl and will always be. Yeah. Cortana, you're going to outlive me, right? I know that's the deal. Arturi Lehkonen, though, in the box for a cross check. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Colton against Ben. Face-off controlled by now the Stars in the corner here. There's a battle. And out to the point for Heiskanen. For Robertson at the top of the circle. And now down low, Pavelski. Robertson, his shot attempt blocked by Colton. Out to the point for Miro. J-Rob. Now the big Pavelski. Robertson looking for something at the side and tied up there, but Georgiev able to cover up with the first 30 seconds elapsed. Wow, Daniel, 14 years old. I mean, hey, no matter the dog, it's a very long and probably fruitful life for your fur friend. Wow, was 18 days shy of 14. That's for a German Shepherd. That's great too. 27, Humraj. Or is that your DO double G? All right. Heiskanen. Flutters this over to Robertson. A shot pass. And the Avs read that very well. And Kiviranta from center ice will chip it in. MJ throwing the 10 my way. Oh, that was about number 1 overall picks with who also won a Stanley Cup. That's right. Yeah. Vinny LeCavalier. Don't forget about him. And the 10 spot here, I would do a hat trick, but I got 1 apple left here, so I'll have to probably go get more at the next commercial break. Réjean Ouellet. God, what was that? Montreal, I know. Wait. Ooh. Oh, maybe a chance here for Ben. He shoots. And a pad save from Georgiev. It's a King of Queens reference? Oh, is that right? That's a fun show. I watched a lot of episodes. All right. Robertson around the net for Ben. He has it at the point, and now to the other point. Working it around the horn. Out to the point again, Heiskanen. The one-timer? No, Robertson passes it up. A shot, and Georgiev has it with Pavelski breathing down his neck. Check on the Giants score against the Dodgers. I don't want to see what that score is, man. Slick Nick. We're down 11-21. Yeah, I'll give you that in just a second here once this replay finishes here. Yeah, Jerry Stiller, one of the greats. All right, 11-18 left. Final 10 seconds of the power play. Here's Dodonov, a shot, and off of a defender in front, Makar. Trying to get this clear, and he'll dump this down. And the Avs kill off the penalty. Remember what happened after they killed off that penalty in the first? They charged back and were able to find the net in the final second of the period. Now battle in the corner. Avs able to get the clear. Here comes MacKinnon. Trying to get around Lindell. Nicely defended. Sends it to the trailer. Drouin. A shot. And Oettinger gets a piece of it as the puck caroms out of play. Trying to sync up with me. I'm better than Steve Levy. Well, shoot. I should be super chatting you for that, Slick Nick. I could be somebody in a sitcom. Nah, never thought about that. But I appreciate that, I guess. When Doug's parents can't tell him bad news, so they just keep replacing the dog. That seems very turn of the century sitcom. What was I gonna say? I don't know. All right. Avs win this faceoff in the Stars zone. Here's Walker high off the glass. Dug out by Marchment. And Steele with time. To center ice for Foxa and broken up by MacKinnon. Dumped down by Drouin. The Avs can get the change down to 10-15 in regulation. Avs regrouping here. And another 5 here from MJ. Malcolm in the middle with Bryan Cranston. I never actually watched that show. I didn't. Can't remember what I was watching precisely at that time. Probably just mostly SportsCenter as a kid. There you go. Thank you. Is this me getting the #1 pick? Bill asks. I got to switch over because I'm viewing this in StreamYard and they can't actually show me the emojis, so I'm gonna have to wait for a second. No, Bill, that's actually me at Game 1 of the conference final in 2019 in my war paint, if you will. I've never seen the show. Yeah, I know. I never did. All right. At the point, the Avs have it. Ooh, this one went just high of the net. And now Fox trying to get this clear, working with Steele. That fourth line for Dallas has looked really good. And now dumped down by Suter. Manson. The Avs get the clear. Now Cogliano trying to get something alive in the Dallas zone. Here comes Johnston. Ooh, and he spills hard into near the bench. Breaking Bad. Oh, I love Breaking Bad. That's fantastic. Here's Heiskanen now. And Avalanche able to swat this clear with some speed. Here comes Drouin. To pull up against Harley. And off the turnover, it's Ben. Stars captain leaving it for Johnston, and MacKinnon read the drop pass. MacKinnon streaking through the neutral zone. Takes this pass from a teammate. And looking to get back out to the point, but Tanev was able to strip it from him. But he ices the puck with 8:34 left in regulation. Some of your old teammates got drafted to the Dub. Oh, that's cool, Coop. Maybe I'll get to eventually see them on the ice at some point. All right. 8:34 remaining. And in the circle of Middlestat, and Tanev can play this from behind his net. Retrieved by the Stars. And now Suter looking for Pavelski. He'll backhand it into the Colorado zone and cleared down by Girard. There's a lot of loose pucks and not a whole lot of manufacturing of offense over the last couple minutes. Rantanen now, and he'll clear it down for the change, but actually it was intercepted. And now here comes Robertson, and he takes a spill. Some of the fans wanted a penalty there. And now Colton looking to center this in front, and a loose puck that's going to be collected in his own zone by Sean Walker. One other guy for the Avs who's been missing for the playoff, Logan O'Connor. One of my favorite kind of bottom sixers in the NHL. I wish that Breaking Bad would have ended after, what was that, season 4? When he says, "Skylar, I won." I wish that was it. That would have been sweet. But one hell of a show. All right. MacKinnon skating it out of his zone. And now MacKinnon, and MacKinnon's offside here with 7 minutes remaining. Got drafted 10th overall, and you played with him, and he's going to the NHL. Wait. Who's this? That's something else. All right, I got to go get more goal treats for Cortana. No, I haven't seen Suits though. I got to get more goal treats because there have been goals and there have been super chats. So watch Cortana for. Go Cortana, take over the channel. Cortana, as you know, is the channel. And we've got her on everything from hats to pint glasses to onesies, dog shirts, and even more. So, guys, if you haven't already, do check out our merch store. It's linked in the video description and pick up yourself some Twisted Wrister hockey merch. Recolored, our logo is for every NHL team out there. This one's actually Minnesota North Stars. How about that? Owen Hayes, huh? Owen Hayes. I won't forget it. North Stars had the best jerseys. Yeah, they had some fantastic jerseys. And I especially do like actually that when they put a little bit of black in that jersey in the late '80s. All right, all right. Now Heiskanen and hand it off to Harley. Isn't that crazy? Those two guys on the backside. That could be up there as like a top 3 defensive pairing in the NHL. Heiskanen, and he'll lose this though. Retrieved by Smith. And feeds Miro back again, or once again, and Steele trying to keep the cycle game alive. And an intercepted pass by Manson. Any idea if the new NHL schedules are out yet? I don't know when those typically get released. But you haven't heard anything about that. I know that NFL schedules have been released. Richard, what's going on? Work tonight was crazy. Well, crack went open and we got 6 minutes and 6 seconds. Unfortunately, this is the only hockey game we have tonight, but it's been a real good one. Probably not until the conference final for the schedule release. Thank you, MJ. Thank you. All right, here's Robertson. And now behind the net, Johnston looking for Pavelski and a nice tie-up by Makar. Got to give him love at the defensive zone here. And now Manson handed off to one of the goal scorers tonight, Casey Middlestat. Yeah, he said that Boston would win last night. Yeah, see, my predictions are just hot garbage. I'm like, oh, Florida closes it out. Oh, Dallas closes it out. Nope. Games to watch. Yes, we do have more games to watch. Fortunately, in this series or in this round too. You don't want the NHL, or you really want the NHL to change its regular season schedule format. And feel free to elaborate on that. Do I hope Celebrini plays next season? I don't. I mean, like, look, I want to see him out there as soon as possible, but his teammates, the rest of the Sharks are going to be really bad. So I'm not in a rush to see that. If he wants to be in college for one more year, I say let him. There are other great players on his team and in that division of college hockey, so that's fine. Hey, what's up, Dustin? How you doing, man? Rangers and Canes going 7. quintuple overtime. Yeah, because quadruple overtime last year was not enough, right? God darn it. If the Hurricanes have to lose in 5, or if the Hurricanes have to lose in 7 in regulation so that we can avoid a quadruple overtime loss against the Panthers, maybe I'll take that. Abs Cortana pint glass. There you go. That's the way to do it, man. You want to go to see? All right, that would bring you to Buffalo and to MSG and to all. Well, could you stomach going into MSG? I know you don't like the Rangers, and also UBS Arena. Love to see an 8 overtime game or 10. Oh, yeah. Maybe if that game started at let's say about noon Pacific, I'll take that. God, imagine trying to do a live stream for that. I mean, dude, when you hit the 3 or 3.5 hour mark, it starts to get pretty tiring. But we're almost at the 3 hour mark right here. But you guys have been so fantastic. The time goes by in a jiff, you know. Playoffs finals need a new theme song. Yeah. All right, we're down to 5:18 in regulation. Can the Stars force overtime and close things out in front of the American Airlines Arena faithful? Whew, here we go. Now Taves gets it clear. Here comes Middlestat. He's got McKinnon. Why did I say almost McDavid? A shot and Drim put that just wide off a feed from Nate Dogg. Now flung ahead by Seguin, and now Heiskanen, a drop pass for Ben. A little toe drag and a shot that goes wide of the net. Ooh, upended there was Taves. He's okay. And Cale Makar will dump it in for the change. Your area had a larger hockey focus. I wish we did here in the Panhandle. Eastern Washington's not bad, but we do have a nice rink in our smaller community here. All right. Walker takes a hit, trying to get this clear, but it's all good now as the Avs are just doing short shifts, as you can tell, as they get another change. Dodonov trying to jump in on the forecheck, but this is actually going to be an icing with 4:09 left. Snow in May. Yeah, that's right, man. Yeah, it's the higher elevation where Dustin is, I think. All right, from center ice, MacKinnon helps control this. Avs are going to dump it in behind Oettinger. Tanev sends us all the way down the length of the ice, touched by Georgiev. Robertson battles with Manson. Here comes Kiviranta. On the wing, a shot that gets blocked. And now Robertson looking for Heiskanen. Tree remaining here in regulation. And the Stars are one and done in the Avalanche's zone. Now Johnston going against Girard and a save by Georgiev. He'll cover this up as the Avs, I believe, or the Stars have registered their 25th shot on goal compared to 26 for the Avs. We are 321. Yeah, 321 away from yours truly getting up and getting some tacos. And now Lekanen charging into the Dallas zone. Good defense there from Lindell. A shot and a score from MacKinnon. There goes that man, mama. It's 5-3. And that is a huge goal for the Avs. And that is going to be a treat for Cortana, too. Let's go tacos, exactly. Here you go, Cortana. We want tacos. Chocolate chips. It's National Chocolate Chip Day. Oh, really? You did predict 5-3. And the Avalanche winning. Oh, nice. Nate Dogg, yeah, boy. When you get him back into the game like that, maybe get him back into the series to really get that mojo working, that's big. All right, so wait, I have to say that the Rangers are going to win in Carolina tomorrow. So then that way, somebody just took a penalty though. Rantanen going to the box, taking down Heiskanen. So yeah, I'll say that the Rangers win Game 6 and they close it out tomorrow. That's my prediction for tomorrow. So yeah, I'm comfortable with that. Probably gonna win by like 3 goals. .301 remaining. Can I predict the Oilers will spoil Game 5 in Vancouver? Sure. All the the momentum's on their side after that. So I think there's a strong argument as to the Oilers prevailing in Game 5. Thank you. Best individual human and canine duo ever. Thank you. And at the side, a big pad save by Georgiev off Pavelski. Still alive in the zone, though. Appreciate that, man. All right, Johnston. And turned aside once again by the great Georgie. Avs get the clear. Down to 2:30 in regulation. Johnston on the wing for Ben. Brand new, praying for it. And a loose puck all the way down. And, a chance at the empty net from, was that Wood? And coming ahead is Robertson. J-Rob dumps it all the way down. Retrieved by Girard. Takes a hit from Pavs. At the point, though, Heiskanen a shot, a pad save, and a loose puck that, unfortunately, Johnston couldn't get a stick on. Otherwise, he would have had, what do they call it, a yawning cage? Now Heiskanen to the dot where Robertson is. Down low, he's got Ben. A one-timer and sent wide by Johnston. Actually, they're saying that Georgiev got a piece of that. Robertson once again. Ben looking in the bumper position. And what a chance to clear, and he can't quite get it to go. Down to 30 in the power play. Robertson. Pavelski at the point as Harley comes in for Heiskanen. A shot. Immediately blocked. Nice job, whoever that was. They're saying it was Lehkonen. And now Stankoven trying to feed Marchment. We get a whistle, though. And Dallas could take a penalty for too many men. Well, that's unfortunate for them, although they only had 10 seconds of power play time left. They have the net emptied right now, too. Yes. When you exorcise your demons, it's EXORC. Yeah, like exorcism. Will the Canes go for games? Will they force a Game 7? I'm going to say no. Canes are going to lose at home. It's going to be awful. And they worked out with their demons. All right. We're at 1:11 remaining until tacos. All right. Stars will have to advance from their own zone. Steal immediately tied up by Drouin. And the puck pops out of the zone. Rantanen now will dump it down. Maybe a chance for MacKinnon, but Oettinger's back in his net. Canes Rangers are going to go to 7. I mean, you could be right, but I think the Rangers after 2. Oh, and a shot. Nice save by Georgiev off Suter. But I think the Rangers have had enough. I think they're ready to turn it on. $100 on the Rangers it is. No. You don't want to do that because every time I make a prediction, the exact opposite happens. So I don't want you losing money over my expert insights here. But I will say the Rangers will win tomorrow. Final 10 seconds here from American Airlines Arena, and we're going back to Denver for Game 6. As the Avalanche have a little life left, and now they get to go home where, unfortunately, having dropped 2 games to the Stars there already, well, they still have the best home record in the NHL this year, I believe. So that is a final from Dallas. The Stars faltering in front of their home crowd. Avalanche put in 5 by Oettinger. And it wasn't easy. And we'll see what happens inside of Ball Arena. All right, gang. I need some tacos, and I thank you so much for hanging out with me here. Please do leave a thumbs up if you haven't already before you go. And thank you for the super chats, the gifted memberships, especially MJ. Eyes of Night gifting a membership here at the very end. Thank you for doing that, too. I appreciate that. We'll give Cortana one final treat on your behalf. And there we go. There you go. All right. Everybody have a good night out there. We'll see you for more crazy action. And, and is that another one? Okay, well, that's another one. At least I'm seeing a second one here on my screen. I'm gonna definitely give one more to Cortana for that. Cortana's gonna be a real chonker, aren't you, girl? There you go. Good girl. A band dropping the 5. We're not done yet, Cortana. Not happy with the outcome. But I'm hoping we close out in 6. Another one to Cortana. Sure, here. We'll give her the whole rest of this rod of jerky goodness. Here we go. Whoop. Good girl. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a good evening, and we'll see you for the next one.